top five.
Yeah, girl, you ready to do this? You ready to count this thing down? We're doing the top 5, her. Yeah, set it off with 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, me and my roommate made a giant turkey, and I made Brussels sprouts, and I made little baby onions, and we made cranberry stuff and gravy, and then our other friends who were supposed to come and bring potatoes bailed, so we had to scramble to get potatoes for our
Leslie,
dinner.
were you supposed to bring potatoes?
No,
or?
it was not
No.
Leslie. It's fine.
I didn't even get to the point of being like, oh, I should bring something. I just,
He just ghosted me.
yeah, that was pretty much it.
Yeah.
I brought dumplings because I'm
Tongue, why haven't you cooked me dumplings yet?
dude, I've mastered the dumpling.
Dude.
Well, where
honestly,
proof.
Tongue fed me a dumpling like 4 or 5 months ago that I'm still thinking
Oh
about.
my god.
Yeah.
I'm still thinking about that goddamn dumpling.
I roofied that thing real hard, so that's why he remembers it.
Did
Did he not remember it?
Oh, that's true.
Hey,
Now we're all very reassured by Tongue's lack of knowledge about Ruby.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
We know you can.
Couldn't be me. This is bad. This is. Oh, jeez. This is bad. Is everyone warmed up yet?
Yeah.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Ranked Top 5 List of Stuff That Don't Matter. I'm your wonderful, bestest host in the whole world. Yes, that's right. And you're listening to the absolute best and only podcast in the world, Ranked. Now, today we have quite the crew with us today. Quite the crew. Now, we have series regular jumping in at the last minute. This is how reliable this co-host is. On a dime, she drops everything that she was going to do and comes and saves the cast. I believe she had family members in the hospital to see. Someone proposed to her, and she said, "Nah, I cannot make it. I'm going to be on Rank tonight." So, everyone, please put your hands together for Samantha Leggatt. Sam?
Thank you, Tongue. You're too much. That was a lovely introduction.
Was it? I'm
so glad I could be here to save the cast. Tongue's already said he'll let my picks win because
I did not say any of
stepped
that.
in.
Nope, I did not say that.
I'm really thankful for that.
That's the only-
I'm
okay.
really excited about that, actually.
Great.
It's
Well-
the only reason I'm here.
Well, the only reason why you're here is because you promised that you'd let me have your copy of Mario Party. We'll talk.
We'll talk.
Sam, introduce this next guest, please.
Sitting across from me is first-time ranked visitor,
Oh my
podcaster
goodness.
extraordinaire, Victor. Oh no,
Victor.
Victor Luloff. Victoria Luloff.
Victoria
I
Lu-
wrote victory.
Oh my-
That's why I threw myself
Amazing.
off.
Victoria,
I doodled on it and I lost it.
Victoria, thanks for being on the podcast.
Thanks for having me.
We're so excited to have you. Now, is it true you like to go as Victor or Victory?
I'm good for either.
Good for either?
Whatever.
Wow. Well,
Yeah.
we're so excited to have you. I know you're super passionate about this topic.
Yes.
Probably. I don't know.
Yeah, I am.
But Victoria, before we get started, you must introduce. You have to. It's by law. You have to introduce the next guest.
Yeah, otherwise we wouldn't. To my left is my good friend and conjoined twin of 3.5 years, Leslie Cserepy. Hey, Les.
Oh God, here. Oh no. No.
watch me rank that. Watch me roll. Watch me take that Super Bowl.
I don't think it started yet.
I give up. I didn't practice this one. I didn't have time.
Here we go.
Rank that soldier boy. Whoo! Break that soldier.
Oh, okay, stop.
Okay. Oh God. Oh, what a disaster. Oh God.
Best one yet. Best
Yeah,
one
Sam,
yet.
you like to rank. We should rank Leslie's intros one
Oh,
day.
can we? I'd like to be on that
yeah.
episode.
Oh,
That's
wow.
Leslie, A for effort, honestly.
Great song choice.
You know, I thought of
could
that.
have done a lot with
I
that.
thought of that at work today, and I was like, "Fucking brilliant!" And I was like, "I can't practice it here. I'll practice it before the cast." We ran late for punch up.
Yeah. You didn't practice.
I didn't practice,
That's okay. Leslie, thanks for being on the cast.
and I was gonna, do lyrics and
Rank that Netflix for me.
Whoa.
yeah.
Oh.
Watch me rank and watch me vote. You know,
That's pretty. Oh,
good.
very,
That's
very
good.
topical of
Too
you.
bad you fucked it up.
yeah.
Well,
really,
it's really
truly is.
nice to meet the second half of the conjoined twin from
Yeah, that
Victoria.
was fun.
Yeah.
When we were just.
Yeah, how'd you guys separate? Guillotine?
Yeah, it's those Chinese finger traps.
Yes.
Yeah, those come apart if you pull hard enough.
No. Wow, that's impressive.
Oh, we should say we were born with a Chinese finger trap connecting us at the finger.
Yeah.
You.
Yeah,
That's
it
what
wasn't
it
like a
was.
hip to hip situation.
No.
Oh,
no,
it's just
no.
the finger thing.
Oddly, just like the ring finger.
Yeah, it was the
Yeah.
ring finger.
Yeah.
That's so cute. Sam, should we try that one day?
No.
Okay, let's. Well, everyone, you might have heard already in passing, but today we're doing top 5 Netflix originals. How exciting is that?
Very.
Netflix has
Yippee.
just shat out a ton of fucking shows and movies and specials over the last couple years.
Did you say shit out?
Yeah, shat.
Okay. Sorry. Past tense.
Proper.
And it's crazy because Netflix came from they used to just do what? Like they used to be they ship you out a DVD. That was Netflix. And then they became just like a streaming service where you can just watch your favorite TV shows. And then they started original programming. Well, how long ago was that? It was only a couple years
Yeah,
ago, right?
It was. I think it started with House of Cards.
It did. And then Orange is the New Black.
That's
and then
what
it's
I was
just
gonna say.
and
That's
then
my
it's just-
first memory.
and then it's
of
all
it.
blur because it just fucking skyrocketed.
There might have been
up.
something before that.
Today I
Exactly.
looked up a number and it said 700.
That's insane.
It's nuts.
And I read yesterday.
That's this year.
I read yesterday they just acquired even more studios to pump out Netflix originals.
Great, love
It's
it.
Nice.
fucking nuts.
Turn 'em out.
Today, I on my phone, if you can search Netflix originals, and it's a non-stop, endless list of originals that you're like, I've never even heard of this show. Who are these actors? It's kind of crazy, but pretty cool.
I've worked on a Netflix original.
You've been on one?
My name is on there.
Holy crap!
I
Are you gonna
know.
plug it?
Yeah, maybe.
At the,
Oh, it's a mystery.
save it. Oh.
Save it for the
my
plug.
gosh, what
Okay.
could she be talking about?
I
I'm
don't
super
know.
curious.
You know.
But before we get let's be clear here. This episode's airing, I don't know, sometime next couple months or so. So we haven't. Some people might complain. They might be like, "Oh, you haven't seen this season of whatever yet. It's been out for months." Hey guys, we had scheduling conflicts, whatever.
Cool
we
your
had to
jets.
record the episode today. So
Honestly, if you're thinking that out there, fuck you.
it wouldn't be a ranked episode without Leslie saying "fuck you" to the audience. So
How do we even have an
or
audience
jumping
at
off a
this
cliff.
point? Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Okay, before we get started, let's go into ground rules. Ground rule number 1. It has to be a Netflix original. But here's the thing: is if it's a show, and it might get. Well, let's use the example because no one's going to nominate it. We're going to use Arrested Development as the example.
Cross that off.
Arrested Development was not originally a Netflix original. Seasons 4 and 5 were.
Could you
Yes.
nominate
You-
season 4 or 5?
Yes,
Yes.
you can
Okay.
totally do that.
That's a Netflix original.
Yes,
Right.
But it has
Wouldn't
to
exist without Netflix.
the seasons have to be Netflix original, but I guess the entire show doesn't have to be.
Also, I can't think of a ton off the top of my head, but I can think of 2 maybe. There's probably more where Netflix just kind of buys the rights. It's not like a Netflix show.
That's right,
It was
yeah.
a TBS show, but now all of a sudden it says Netflix on it. Do
Yeah,
they count?
I think
I think
Riverdale says that.
Yeah,
I
and
don't
it's a
believe
CW
that is not a
show.
Netflix original.
But it says Netflix on it, so it should count, though, right?
I don't move.
It says Netflix on it. It's a Netflix.
But Netflix didn't produce it. Netflix has their own studios that.
Okay,
do
so then
it.
we're gonna pause the show. We're gonna look it up and see who made the thing each time.
Most of them I feel like are fine.
I think we'll be
yeah.
loosey goosey.
we will
Yeah.
be loosey goosey, but I mean CW is a big
I think
network.
I think it counts.
Yeah, don't
think-
add us.
Yeah.
If it has Netflix in the corner,
Yeah.
I think it should.
All right,
Okay,
all right,
well,
sure. I'm
yeah.
down with that.
I say we'll be loosey goosey about it.
Logo rules.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Well, if we have to shit on your nomination, Leslie, we will. And
I look forward to it. I will.
what else? What else do we have here for? We can do movies
or TV,
TV,
miniseries.
miniseries, specials, whatever it is. Anything else that we can think of here? Brain.
Nope.
So we'll think of it on the way. How does that sound?
Yeah,
I think we pretty much covered everything.
It sounds great.
Just like every other episode, here at the Pod Cavern table, we're each going to nominate 3 nominations each, make a master list of 12, whittle that down into a top 5 list, and rank it. I'll go first, and I'm going to go with one that I really, really enjoy. And it's something that I just finished today. Was just dying to finish it, and it's called American Vandal.
Can we not
Interesting.
spoil
No-
it?
oh, no, let's try not to spoil it.
Let's try not to spoil
I'll give the
'Cause
premise of the show.
I'm halfway
Yeah.
through.
Have you guys who's watched it?
Yeah.
Never watched it, Leslie.
I have never watched it.
Halfway
yes.
through season 1, 2?
Two.
2? Okay. The premise of the show is it's a mockumentary. Even in the credits of the opening sequence, the credits are the students who are making the documentary of what's happening. And it's one of the most well done, surprisingly heartfelt and thought-provoking, and it's full of mystery, but it's always based on an absurd premise. So the first season, it's who drew the dicks. It's just a guy who drew a bunch of dicks in the parking lot, and he's just drawing dicks everywhere. And it's like super absurd. And then they find a way to make it really like, oh my God, who drew the dicks? Like, you're actually really curious about it. It's the best mockumentary I've ever seen.
Well, I was going to say, like, this mockumentary series stems from the success of Making a Murderer. Like, that's what it is,
Right,
which is
yeah,
another
yeah.
Netflix show.
Or like
Yeah.
The Jinx or something like that.
So I feel like the success of Making a Murderer, it blew up, and then this came out right after. And I remember when I saw the trailer for American Vandal, I thought it was a joke, because it seems like a joke. It's like, oh, drawing dicks, this and that. I was like, yeah, as if there's a show. And then somebody told me, like, season 1 was on Netflix. I was like, what? That's a real thing?
But you watch it and it's like
Yeah.
you're genuinely interested.
It's insane
I hear
how
very
good
good
it
things
is.
about the editing and how they like just beat for beat match those kind of specials.
It's-
where
it's
like,
crazy.
then we found the papers.
Yeah, and then the episode ends, and you're like, fuck, I need to keep watching
I
now.
would say and this is not a spoiler, but I would say the most satisfying thing about this mockumentary is a lot of like even Making a Murder or something. It leaves it on like they did this amazing documentary, and that's just like, then what, right? Like it's real life, so you can't have a perfect ending or anything like that. You're able to actually like wrap things up in American Vandal or like tell a more cohesive story, so you're a lot more satisfied when you get to the end.
Right, yeah.
And the second season is just about something called the
Turd
turd burglar.
burglar.
The turd burglar. So someone caused the entire student body to take a shit everywhere, and they're trying to find out who did it. And it's great.
Who done it?
Who done it? That's my first nomination. Victoria.
That was solid. My first nomination, I feel like I'm just gonna get on it.
Get it.
Big Mouth.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
nice. God damn it. That's such a great pick.
Oh, it is so good. For anybody out there who's living under a rock and not familiar with Big Mouth, it's an animated Netflix original. I think the showrunners are Nick Kroll and John Mulaney.
Yeah,
And
they're the two stars, yeah.
Yeah, it features like incredible voice talents, like Maya Rudolph, who I'll show up for every time. She's so funny.
They got like with Jordan Peele on
Jordan
it.
Jordan
Peele,
Peele
yeah.
as Duke Ellington.
Jason Mantzoukas.
Jason Mantzoukas,
Yeah,
the
he's
best.
so
Yeah.
funny.
Fred Armisen.
Fred Armisen,
Yes,
Seth
yes.
Morris
Yeah.
does the voice of the dad, which is my favorite character. It's like, all right,
so good.
all right, Cheryl. Just the way you like.
Oh, it's fantastic. So I think the reason I'm obsessed with Big Mouth is because I wish it had existed while I was going through puberty. Because they just they take a very crude and honest look at what happens to your bodies, and they've got, if you don't no spoilers or whatever, you find out in the first episode there's the manifestation of their puberty is via hormone monsters.
Oh, so funny.
And I'm just so into it. It's full of excellent information, accurate information, sex and body positivity. It's just a celebration of not just that time in your lives, but like who we are as human animals, and it's hilarious.
It's
and
so funny.
And
The
it's
jokes
disgusting.
Yeah, the jokes are like
truly.
It goes
so
so dark
gross.
sometimes. It goes
Oh, yeah.
so
It's
dark.
truly
sometimes.
disgusting
Yeah.
sometimes though. Like
Which
lots
is
of-
like-
Oh, it's great.
But I love it.
Yeah, yeah.
Anytime you're talking about like sex or anything uncomfortable, like you have to be able to laugh. So I'm so into it.
I just watched the first episode of the second season,
Yeah.
and there's
Me too today.
There's the line about. Oh yeah, one whiff of genitals and the cadaver dogs will find her faster than Milk Bone Day.
It's ridiculous. Like I'll be totally honest with you. I don't even know when it launched, but I've watched it 3 times
I think
in
it was
the
last
last
year.
6 days.
Yeah,
no,
it's
no,
pretty new.
I mean season 2.
Oh yeah. That was this
That was-
month.
Yeah. Oh, I've watched it
this
like
week?
3 times. I'm like,
That's insane.
It's so good, and there's original songs and
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
so good.
Have you seen it, Sam?
I've only watched the first few episodes of season 1. I've been meaning to get back on it. And I saw people posting about it today, actually, like before this cast. And they were like, it's so great about this. And occasionally it's a musical. I was like, why am I not watching
It's a fucking fucking banger.
Oh, man.
I'm
Yeah.
sad I haven't finished season 2 before this recording. I'm like halfway through, but
Mm-hmm.
it's just as it's probably like more tight than season
It's
1.
very consistent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Yeah.
Leslie.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna choose one. I can save that for last, I think. I'll choose one that I just really want to be my pick, and that's a stand-up special.
Oh,
Bo Burnham's Make Happy.
oh, nice. That's his second one.
It's his, it's, I believe,
He has
no,
what?
he has
It's-
3. He has 3 specials. He has What and
Make Happy. Those 2.
yeah. I guess
Yeah.
you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. It's one of my favorite things ever made. It's like a freaking masterpiece. Bo Burnham is like one of the greatest
Yeah, he's-
entertainers of this generation. I swear.
Came from YouTube, but he completely is so much more than that. Like director, made 8th grade this year, and it's a one-man show, right? It's a one-man play basically.
Yeah, it's a one-man show. It's not necessarily a play, but he does a little bit of conventional stand-up. What I love is that like he puts so much. There's a lot of theatricality to it. Like if you watch the special, he does these like really long, rehearsed, professionally recorded intros that have all these audio cues, and there's tons of original music in it. He writes all his shit himself. The songs are great. There's the country one where
He just makes fun of country music.
he makes fun of country music, and it's just spot on. It's perfect. It's perfect. And then at the end, he does this 10-minute long Kanye rant with auto-tune, and it's funny, and he's like, you're laughing because he's talking about like Pringle cans, and he's just like observational comedy, and it's really hilarious stuff. And then halfway through, the whole thing switches, and he gets into his like real feelings as a person and lets you into his mind a little bit, and what he thinks about his role as a celebrity and
Entertainer,
and it's just
The guy
it made me tear up. Like it gets real, and it's just perfect. I love it.
Very artsy, funny, and heartfelt,
Heartfelt,
if you will.
Yeah. It'll make you think. It made me think a lot about my own happiness and what that means. And
Aw,
As
that's
a-
so sweet.
it's great.
Now, Sam, are you able to top that?
Well, I'm going to go along the same lines, I would say.
Yeah?
You've definitely piqued my interest. I've never watched the
Oh,
Bo Burnham
oh,
thing, but I
so
feel
good.
really intrigued by everything you just
It's
said.
an hour.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, it's amazing.
So my first nomination is pretty new, but I feel like it outshines a lot. And it also kind of has to do with your sense of reality and everything. And
I know what this is.
yes,
Yeah.
and I'm obsessed. And I was homesick the other day and watched like almost the whole season in one sitting.
Fuller House.
Yes, Fuller House. Maniac, the new show with Jonah Hill
Great.
and Emma Stone.
I just watched the first episode today.
Okay, so what I would say is I watched the first 2 episodes like a week or so ago, like right when it came out, and they're a lot slower and heavier than that's what I was expecting then the series to be. So I watched it, and I actually, before I went and rewatched the series, I rewatched the first 2 episodes again, just because I felt like I needed to take it in because they're really like the characters' backstories. But it becomes like almost a different show after that. It's really, really cool. It gets a little more like light, but essentially for those who haven't heard of it, it's 2 people with like pretty dramatic pasts, and they sign up for a pharmaceutical drug trial that is supposed to replace therapy and like heal your brain essentially.
Emma Stone, Jonah Hill.
Yes, and they're amazing. Like Jonah Hill is acting, like he's acting like
That
the
guy's
fuck
come
out
so
of it.
far.
Oh my
He's
god.
an Academy Award nominated actor. He's amazing.
Multiple
He
times.
is so good. He plays a man with schizophrenia, and he doesn't know reality a lot, and his family is really not very good to him, and he's on the merge, or he's at the beginning of the series, he's about to go to a trial to be an alibi for his shitty brother, and then he like takes this break to go do this drug thing, and it's just this whole trip, and it's really imaginative. The use of colors in the show are just like crazy good.
Yeah, I hear it's really creative. And
it's so fun
They
to
do
watch.
like a genre. Like
Yeah,
like
because when you're
different thing.
taking, so the drugs they're trying, this is no spoilers either, they like set it up pretty early. It's like there's pill A, B, and C, and the first pill will make you like recognize your trauma, and then the next ones are like these are roadblocks, but it's all like metaphors and subconscious when they like put in your brain. So yeah, like the genres switch, and all of a sudden like episode 4 starts and you're like, what am I watching the same show right now? Like it's
cool.
crazy.
That's
and
cool.
it's so cool.
Man, I wish I could take a pill like that.
Jonah Hill is the original Dick Vandal.
It's true,
super
and
bad.
they were both in it
Yeah.
together, which makes my heart
That's
just
right.
explode. I'm just like, you guys have come
Reunited.
so far.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
From
so
dick humor
everybody
to
watch it.
taking pills.
Fucking, I was also in tears, bawling on my couch last night.
I watched
finishing
half
it,
of the
so
first episode and then just never got back into it. I'm gonna
You
give it another
should.
shot.
I urge everyone to give it at least 4. If you don't want it after 4, then fine, get rid of it. But like I said, the first 2 are a lot different feeling than the rest. I'd say give it 4.
I think anything like I think give it 4 for anything.
It's
But if
true. That's
if
a
it's,
very
like,
solid rule.
4 episodes.
Yeah.
4 episodes. Yeah. You know
no
what?
longer.
I give 7 sometimes,
Oh,
but it's
Dude.
yeah. Usually,
I've
That's
given
rough.
Riverdale a season and a half.
and are you continuing to go?
I am, but like
You love it,
slowly
don't
and-
you?
Well, not
You're a
really. Me and my
jug-
girlfriend watch, so it's like a time to hang out together.
You're a Jughead
I
maniac,
do like
aren't
Jughead.
you?
I like
Yeah.
Cheryl more though. Anyways.
Okay.
move
Anyways,
on.
I don't know. I don't watch the
Continue.
show.
Well, I don't blame you.
Anyways, let's move on. Wow, what a strong lineup for our first round here. We're going to round 2. This is tough for me. This is truly tough for me. I'm gonna go with fuck me. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I'm gonna go and say Master of None is my next nomination.
oh wow. Okay.
Aziz Ansari's Netflix. Has everyone seen this?
No.
No, what?
I have.
Sam.
I know. I
Same
have.
taste.
I
Who would've
bought
known?
the vinyl for the soundtrack.
I cannot believe you two haven't seen it. It seems like right up your alley.
It's one of those things where it like by the time it was like, okay, I should probably watch this. There were how many seasons in?
There's 2.
There's only 2.
That's a lot.
They're not even that long.
No,
I'm
they're
like a
8
total creature of habit. I'm like, oh, I could just rewatch.
Yeah.
You two would especially like this.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, because
Date night.
it's a
Date night.
Yeah.
yeah, because it's exactly like, I don't know, what would you describe it? It's like looking into a real person's.
It's like being an adult, but like.
Like Aziz Ansari, like he explores a lot of like adult type problems.
And like being single as an adult. I feel like when I watched it, I was single at the time too, and like it was really relatable and real.
It's
feeling,
completely relatable.
You know?
The same way, not the same way, but like you relate to Big Mouth because you're like, oh, I can see puberty in that. But I would say you relate to Master of None even more because it's about being an adult and being awkward about how to navigate life and all that kind of stuff. And it's funny.
Right.
But also
I
like
like Aziz.
extremely like, I don't know, I don't want to keep using the same words, but like it is thought provoking. You're like you're watching it the entire time and you're like, oh, I want to see what happens. Yeah, I think it's an incredibly well made show. It leaves season 2 on a cliffhanger.
Great
And
soundtrack.
Great.
Is it coming back?
Is it coming
I
back?
think it's coming back. I
I
know
feel like
like
it should be any day now if it is.
I know there was stuff that happened
Yeah,
after
yeah.
Yeah,
post,
Yeah.
but
they took a little break from Aziz.
yeah,
Right,
Yeah.
right.
yeah, but
Yeah.
I don't want to take away from like a lot of people came out of Master of None. I forget her name. I'm gonna look this
Oh,
up,
I
but
don't
like
know
this
her
huge
name.
actress that came out of it, an award-winning actress now.
His
And-
girlfriend?
No, it's the
Ooh, the French or
like his one of his buddies,
Italian,
the girl.
Italian chick.
No,
Okay,
anyways,
never mind.
It was
Oh,
Sophia
I know who
Vergara.
you're talking about.
who?
His like lesbian friend
Yes,
on the show.
yes,
Okay,
her,
yes.
yes. Anyways, it doesn't matter.
Still don't know the actress's name.
Yeah, I
Still
was gonna
don't know,
say,
just a
strong
lesbian.
female characters with names. This is great.
Hey, don't worry. I completely forget her name.
It's been years since I've watched the show.
It probably last year.
I mean, I don't even remember his name in the show.
That's
so.
right. I don't know.
Is it Tom?
I think so. No, that's from Parks and Rec.
Oh, you're right. I don't
we're
know
going,
then.
we're going a little
All right,
tangent here.
all right.
I will say it's an amazing show, and everyone should watch it.
Cool.
Victoria.
I'm gonna get real basic up in this thing and talk about Orange is the New Black.
Okay.
Yeah.
What-
OG.
OG.
What's,
Netflix.
what season are they
I was
on
gonna
now?
say, are
Oh my
you
God,
picking
A
specifics?
6 or
Okay, so I will say, I'll say this. I'm one of those people who likes to read the book first.
Is there a book?
There's
a
a
book?
book. It is a heavily exaggerated and drawn out true story. Piper Kerman, the main character is Piper Chapman, but Piper Kerman actually did 17 months in a minimum
Security
prison, for like I think it was drug trafficking. So it's based on a true story and heavily exaggerated. And they are in season 4 or 5.
No, they
now.
must be
I
past
think it's
that.
5 or 6.
Yeah,
I think they're like 6.
They've gone quite a ways, and it has. I mean, the stories. What I like about it, and the reason, not just that it's OG, but they each episode they tell from another character's point of view. So the book was entirely from Piper's POV point of view.
That's right.
PP.
But you get a little bit more of
PPOV.
PPOV.
Piper's point of view.
Leslie Cserepy, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you. Goodbye. Poof.
So each episode, you get a little bit more of the backstory of each of these women.
It's great.
And how they got there. And it is very cool. And they keep it timely, and they involve all kinds of
Especially in the last
cultural
season,
commentary. Yeah, the last couple of seasons have gotten tense and honest. And I've really dug that.
Yeah, it's funny, but also real.
It is real. I mean, like, it is. I mean, if you, they really exaggerate the female attraction, like the lesbianness.
What are their names?
It's like borderline. Well, if there's a lot of that. No, it's fantastic because these women have very real things that happen to women, but they set it in a prison. So then you see how they are surviving and living within the constructs of that very different setup of society, where the power dynamics are like way off. Yeah, it is super neat, and I highly recommend.
There's no weak link in that cast. Like the ensemble cast is perfect.
Oh, man.
I think they got rid of the
man.
weak link in season 1, i.e. Jason Biggs.
Jason Biggs.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
R.I.P.
but like, if for no other reason than watch it for, forgive me, but Captain Janeway. I can't remember that actress's name right now, but Jane.
No, you're looking at the wrong person.
No, yeah. She plays one of the more mature characters, Red, in the show, and
her.
Oh, God.
story arc is powerful and devastating.
I
And-
stopped after season
that
1,
name.
but I liked
I
it.
stopped
Keep
after
going,
2.
man.
Yeah, I liked
No,
it.
it did.
I heard 3 was bad, so I never.
Some of it
kept
gets a
up.
little ridiculous, but I'm here for the stories. Really,
It spins
like the-
it spins its wheels a little
Yeah.
bit, but I kept watching just because the acting is so good.
Phenomenal.
The woman who plays Tasha Jefferson
Oh
is
my gosh.
like unreal.
Yeah.
Every episode,
Yeah.
like in her face, close up, real tears, the whole shot. You see the whole thought process in her head. Man,
It's
she's amazing.
Dang.
Everyone's amazing on the
Yeah.
show, really.
You
Yeah,
know,
acting's obsessed.
one of the
Yeah.
women is also in Maniacs. So
Oh.
there you go. Good actors, right?
But yeah, strong female stories in a different environment that we would normally see. So
Love it.
digging it.
Love it.
Yeah.
Lester Cserepy.
Oh, do not call me Lester. You don't
I'm bringing it back.
Favorite possum.
You have
I'm bringing it back.
no idea.
Is this your trigger word?
Oh my God. There was someone in college who used to call me Lester, and I hated it. I hated it.
Did you correct him though?
Her, and no, I didn't.
Why?
I took it. I took it on the chin, but I hated
You know what?
it every time.
I get that all the time.
No,
People
don't
call
do
me
it.
Tang,
Hey, how's it going,
Tuong,
Lester?
and I just take it.
Ugh.
Yeah,
Don't.
I know.
No.
I know.
All right, we'll be right back.
And we're back.
Okay. All right. You guys aren't gonna pick that one, but it's definitely for me.
Do what's
Then
true to you.
Hey,
Yeah.
Leslie, we
I'll,
want
I'll,
Close
I'll
to
go with
your
one that
heart.
might get snatched up.
Yeah.
yeah, get a snatcher.
I'm gonna go with seasons 3 and 4
Oh, what?
of
You're
Black Mirror.
Oh yes.
Oh, that's super bold.
Here for Black Mirror.
Were the first seasons Netflix as well?
No, they were BBC.
BBC.
I believe. Yeah.
so
yeah.
good.
Okay.
I've never seen any Black
Oh my
Mirror.
God,
Oh,
Tom's
I've
dude.
only started watching. I think I've seen season 1 and maybe a
Guys,
bit of
there's
season 2.
so much TV.
There is,
to
there
fucking
is.
It's
watch.
There's a lot of
so
TV.
hard. It's so hard.
Our lives are so hard.
Yeah.
Black Mirror is great though.
Black Mirror is just incredible. So it's Charlie Brooker or
Yeah.
Booker. I think it's Brooker.
Brooker, yeah,
Yeah, he runs the whole thing, and the seasons 3 and 4 have some really strong episodes in them too.
there yet,
The
man.
one, the video game one. Do you guys know what I'm talking about?
So
Where
good.
he's put into this augmented reality game, and things go wrong. So basically, Black Mirror.
I know what Black Mirror the premise. It's
an anthology series. So each episode is one contained story. Standalone story, and they all have to deal with technology in some way. Sometimes it's mostly in the future, and
is it always like how bad it can get, or is it always
not always. It does tend to explore dark themes. It's a pretty dark show overall, but there are some
first episode, man.
Oh yeah.
the first episode of
You have to push fast.
of the first season.
Well, yeah. I watched that. Me
That-
and my roommate were like, "Let's put on Black Mirror. This is supposed to be really good." And we didn't talk to each other for like half an hour. And then I was like, "Are we fucking watching? Like,
Yo,
what is happening?"
Highly recommend if you're just gonna get into Black Mirror, don't watch it in order.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Mix
don't
it up.
watch that one first.
Mix it up.
I know
Yeah.
people who stopped because they saw that episode and they're like, I didn't want to watch it.
I watched that episode first.
Oh, no.
And
Yeah, me
fell
too.
in love.
You would.
yeah. I was like, this is crazy.
This
the
is
first
art.
episode is really crazy.
Yeah.
But a good jumping off point if you want just to watch and see what the series can do. A lot of people, including myself, like San Junipero.
Oh God. Yeah.
San Junipero is
Beautiful.
it's a love story told in a very unique technology influenced way that I won't spoil per se, but like just everything, the acting, set design, the concepts. It's sci-fi. It's like they take one little concept of like what could happen if your thoughts could be downloaded into another person, and then they take that one thing and then they just expand it through one story and one character's kind of journey, and they expand it and keep expanding it and see how deep that can
Oh man,
Yeah.
it also
It's
sounds
amazing.
like Maniac.
I can make like a kind of a recommendation if you guys are worried about how dark it gets. I would say that do whatever, but if you need a respite, there are 2 episodes
Good
that will kind of take you out of it a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah,
There's San
they're not-
Junipero,
yeah, San
and then
Junipero.
in the most recent season, Hang the DJ.
Hang the DJ.
So
is
if
also,
you're, which is I'm into it.
they're pretty similar episodes, but yeah.
Like so it gets really dark and it gets really upsetting. But if you're like save those 2 for your like little breaks.
And that
from
show
the
has
darkness.
launched careers. One of the actresses in season 4, I believe, is in Black Panther.
Yeah.
And
Wakanda Forever.
In the first season, Daniel Kaluuya.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, from Get
From
Out.
Get Out.
From Get Out, and also Black Panther.
And Black Panther.
And Black Panther.
And BP.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And BP.
Yeah.
So if you like Black Panther, watch Black Mirror.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Or at least 15 million merits. I
Yeah,
think
is
is the title of the
Wakanda
episode. Yeah.
in Black Mirror?
It's in our hearts forever.
Oh, okay.
So.
Okay, Wakanda Forever.
Yeah.
Cool. So season 3 and 4 are definitely made by Netflix.
Definitely.
So good.
One hundo.
And the
PP.
I believe the Christmas special might be, but is
that the one with
season
John
3
Hamm?
and 4? Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
John Hamm is in it.
Samantha.
Yo,
I was
yo.
just trying to do a Lester on you, but it didn't work.
All right.
What do you got?
I am gonna go Stranger Things.
Yes.
I feel like I was really like, I remember when it came out and there was so much hype and everyone's like, oh my god, it's amazing,
There
it's
was
amazing, it's
a
amazing.
fervor for that
Oh my
show
god,
when it
it was
came out.
insane. And then I watched it like months and months later and I was like, oh yeah, and I started watching and then by the time I got there, I was like, oh, I'm so obsessed with this show. And everyone's like, Sam, that's such old news, like blah blah blah. So I felt kind of behind with it, but it was and to set the stage here as well, like I do not do horror. I'm like the biggest pansy in the universe and like
Boo.
but
Why did you sound? You sounded tickled.
realistic reaction.
Oh my! There's a
I do
stranger in my
like
house.
creature features and like I'll give them a shot and whatever.
Yeah.
That first episode was scary and I was living alone at the time when I started watching it, so I was like, oh my god. But oh my god, the retro feels and like just the creativity. Again, I feel like Netflix has such good potential for just like doing whatever the fuck they want. So they want to like do something creative, they do something creative, and I feel like that was the first sign of that for me was that show and like watching even just like the behind the scenes on the intro and like making the text and stuff,
Yeah.
like really cool stuff. And all those kids are like amazing.
talk about
Oh
casting.
my god, yeah,
Yeah.
casting. Like,
Those kids are
those
going
kids
far.
are
Finn
fucking
Wolfhard.
That's such a good name.
amazing.
Yeah.
And they all
name.
can sing too, which is
Oh
pretty
yeah,
crazy.
yeah, I've seen that. And like, oh man, I just feel like it's really, it keeps you going on the next one,
Yeah.
right? You know, it's
It
a real
does.
clicker, like next episode, yes.
I
yes,
love it.
Yes.
And I like season 2 as well.
I did too.
I feel like there was some sort of there was a group of people who kind of turned on the show at season 2 for some
Haters.
haters.
Yeah,
and I'm
haters
like,
gonna hate.
why? It's
Yeah.
It's
just
good.
as good as season 1. What do you? Well, yeah, I don't understand.
Honestly,
Bless me,
I love
Father,
it,
for
but-
I have sinned. I have not seen season 2.
Oh,
I watched season 1 and then
like-
never got
you didn't
on to
like it?
season 2. I enjoyed it. It took me a long time to get through.
That's
It
crazy.
didn't like hook me.
I find it.
We can
so-
get into it later.
We'll get into
Yeah,
it.
We'll get into it
we
later,
can,
but
we can.
yeah.
I love that 80s synth.
I
kind of
liked it,
stuff.
though.
I
I
do
liked
like
it,
the
though.
Yeah.
the like ET feel and this and that, and then I feel like it came out like in theaters a few months. Well, like
Oh,
I mean
yeah.
later, and one of the kids is in
Yeah.
it too, and it had kind of similar feels. But I feel like that kid's a great actor because he's like
I think it was
two
Finn
different kids.
Wolfhard.
It is.
It is.
It's
Yeah,
Finn.
it is Finn
Yeah,
Wolfhard.
and he's really good.
How much do you guys think Winona Ryder stole from set?
Oh.
In dollar
I was
amount.
actually gonna give like a full on shout out to like how nice it is to see her like working again because I'm a big Winona Ryder fan.
But she steals.
She does, yeah, she does.
You know, she
Our
had
hearts.
a lapse. She clearly. had her
She's good, though.
issues.
She's good in the show.
She
I
does.
feel bad
she's
for her
great.
though. In that show, all she does is play grief. Like
Yeah,
she just
that's intense.
Oh, and what's his fuck is Hellboy.
What?
what's his fuck?
The
Oh, yeah.
chief guy?
What's his
Yeah,
name?
the chief guy, Sheriff Nottingham or
What's
whatever.
that actor's name though? God damn it!
He's
You know
super
the one
nice
who
guy,
played
apparently,
he
in
played a
real life.
lesbian in one movie.
You don't know his name?
Versatile. Huh?
Equal opportunity forgetfulness.
No,
I
I forget the actor's name, but
Yeah.
he's great because I follow him on Twitter, so I feel bad for not knowing his name. But he's really good at reaching out to his audience and doing like fun stuff with them.
Oh,
too.
yeah, he's doing the wedding.
He already did it. He officiated
nice.
someone's wedding in costume for Stranger Things, just because.
Amazing.
No, for Hellboy.
can,
For Hellboy.
yeah.
It was Hellboy.
Oh, it's Stranger. He was wearing a Stranger Things.
Oh, there's a new one. Now.
Oh, there's a couple ones?
There's a new one now where he's like, I will officiate this couple's wedding as Hellboy if it gets 666 retweets or whatever, or likes.
God.
Or,
I love it.
Amazing.
That
And
poster looks
amazing.
rad too. That movie looks good. Round 3?
Yeah,
Ding,
let's
ding,
do
ding,
it.
ding.
Ding, 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 ding. We're going to round 3, people. Darn, there's so many I want to shout out. I'm going to go with this one. My heart's with something else, but I really love this one. So I think it'll get a little bit more traction. And I'm going BoJack Horseman.
Woo! Good choice.
Okay,
Solid
all right.
choice.
Just scanning the room. Okay, they like it. Yes. BoJack Horseman. My God.
No spoilers. I haven't watched the third. Is there how many seasons?
There's
are there
5 now.
Okay, yeah. I'm only like I've seen 2 or 3. I think.
Now I'm gonna go look at Leslie and Victoria because they haven't seen anything I watched. All right, nothing.
No.
Checking in.
I have
and
tried twice. I got to like episode 5 of season 1. That's past my 4.
That's
Yeah.
the
That's
4
past
rule.
my 4.
That's the 4
all right.
rule.
I don't.
But
wanna,
I feel like
oh man, you
if
love
I
it.
just
you just gotta
dove
keep
in a little bit
going.
more.
I
Dude,
think
you got
you
it.
do.
So,
But now I forget everything, and it's
Start-
kind of like continuation.
So, I
right?
will say,
It's
yeah.
Kind of, yeah.
it is
an
an extremely, it's a depressing show in a lot of ways because
Dark
BoJack
humor.
Horseman is he's the protagonist you don't really like because he's a shitty person. He's a shitty horse guy, but it's funny. Everything around him is pretty funny. Like humanoid animal people is always fun to look at, and there's some fun characters like Todd. But the actual like best parts of the show is like how real they get in the way they portray the main character. Everybody, actually. Everyone has their own piece, and it's so deep.
I think it works well as a cartoon, and I think it has to be a cartoon because it is this dark, deep, like, I feel like watching it, I don't know that I'd watch it as a live action. It's
No,
just
you
like
would never.
depressing,
Yeah.
and you're like, oh man, this like has-been celebrity guy.
But explores
who's,
things that you
like-
would never see in like a real
It's
live
a
action
really,
thing. Like,
well, yeah, it's a good look into just all of that. I don't know. It's raw.
I don't really
it
want to
hurts.
spoil anything,
Yeah.
but yeah,
It
it's,
hurts.
they go through some really dark shit. But it's you're just trying to root for the main character the entire. Yeah, you know what it is though, Les. Season 1 for me, like I felt the same way. I was watching it, and I'm like, I want to love the show, and
Maybe
I
it's a
can't.
season 1 thing.
But it's not because
Yeah.
like once you get to the end of season 1, you're
Oh,
like,
it all kinda
you're like,
clicks.
okay, I can maybe give it another shot. But then everything else from there is just like,
It's true.
bam.
It
Lot
takes
to
it takes
ask,
a,
man.
It is.
little more than the 4.
That's a
I
lot to
think.
ask.
Yeah.
I hate
But-
telling people like, oh, after season 1 it gets super good, but like
Yeah.
I think it's completely worth a watch. Like it is one of the most underrated fucking shows.
If a show's good, a show's good. You know, you do usually have to push through their like learning curve
Yeah,
stages. Like I
especially-
feel like that's a lot of shows.
And if you like take into like consideration, like we're so picky now because we have this glorious thing that is Netflix, but almost every single show like that we grew up on or we watched or that are like our our favorites, there's at least one season where you're like, I don't know.
Yeah,
It's like
true.
Joss Whedon doesn't know how to season 4.
Right.
You know?
Just doesn't know how to season 4.
Buffy, Angel, none of
Yeah.
it. He doesn't know how to season 4. Firefly.
didn't even
rest
get
in
Firefly
peace,
season
didn't
4.
get a chance, but
Yeah, but he probably would've
Lost,
fucked it up.
Lost was perfect show all the way through.
No,
Great
that's-
ending.
I stopped
Everyone
after season
satisfied.
2.
Wrapped
Yeah.
it up.
I'll say with BoJack, they also do some really cool creative shit too. Like in terms of like episodes, this is not spoilers, but one in the newest season, the entire episode is a monologue.
Oh, cool.
It's just BoJack, and I don't think I'm spoiling anything.
There's one with no
There's
words
one with
too.
yeah.
No
This,
text
yeah, this one is just
Oh.
talking about he's giving
I don't know. That's getting me in.
he's
here.
giving
Multiple-
he's giving a
multiple
eulogy
date
for
nights
20
now.
minutes, and he's just like going through like the phases of like being funny and dark and funny and dark. And yeah, the one with no talking is completely crazy. Yeah,
Cool.
every season has something like that. It's great.
Can I probably know the answer to this, but I've been told about this improv episode
Yes.
over and over and over again. You got to watch the improv episode. Can I just jump in there, or would I be totally lost?
You probably can jump there. I think it's been. I've only
while.
seen BoJack. It's been a while. Once through, so I don't know episodes
Okay.
from like.
Yeah, it
5
depends on
episodes,
like, is it continuous character development?
Yes.
Yes,
for the
You,
show?
yes.
you
You
want
want
it.
to,
You
you
want
want
to
to.
know
I'll be-
that.
okay.
Go.
because these
Yeah.
characters go through some shit and they bring it back like again no spoilers but like they take stuff from that happened in season 2 that was really like dark and you think they forgot about it and they bring it back in season 5 and you're like
Okay.
oh
I've recently wanted to watch the like seasons that I've missed, and I'm like half contemplating just starting from season 1, even though I remember it not being that like as good as the rest. I'm like, I still want every bit of the like character stuff they give me.
do you like Paul F. Tompkins because he's Mr. Peanut Butter and he's amazing. Okay, what's happening here?
I don't know.
It's gonna inch away from Les.
Oh Jesus!
All right, moving on.
Leslie is groping the table. Victoria.
Okay, I'm gonna do it. It's a special, Netflix original special, and it is Michael Bolton's Big Sexy Valentine's Day. Oh my God, I can't.
From out
oh
of left field.
My God, I don't have words for how much I love
Written
Michael
by
Bolton's Big Sexy Valentine's Day special.
Scott Ackerman of Comedy Bang Bang.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
My favorite podcast
Oh my
in the
God,
world.
it is so good. I have words for you. I was gonna say I don't, but I do listen to them. It's not, it's not a huge commitment. Let me sell you on this.
Yeah, it's what?
It's a
It's like
good
45
it's a good,
minutes or
yeah,
something? Yeah.
45 minutes or an hour or something. But you get everything. Okay, this shit has everything.
Yeah.
It's got comedy. It's got music. It's mostly got comedy. But my favorite thing, oh my God, my favorite thing
To rewatch it.
is a slowed down, not acoustic, but as close as you're going to get to acoustic with ballet dancers version of Captain Jack Sparrow,
Yes.
which is my it's one of my favorite. It is. No, you know what?
Yeah.
Fuck it. It's
Commit
my,
to this.
It's my,
Oh my God.
favorite Lonely Island song. I want it to be my first dance at my wedding. Like, I'm so into
Wow.
Captain Jack Sparrow as a song. And like
That was from that? I thought-
No, it was originally a Lonely Island song.
Okay.
Which I could cue up for you if you wanted, but I won't.
Oh right, but it was produced. It
But
had
it was
a big.
produced, and
yeah.
it was on one of their one of the Lonely Island albums, and then because Michael Bolton was on it, he then for his Big Sexy Valentine's Day special played like a piano version of it.
Yeah.
Like it's so good, and you've got again like my girl Maya Rudolph,
Key change.
Key Change. She sings an entire
she sings a song about key changes,
and she just
and she changes keys every time
so
she
good.
mentions it.
It is just so
Like
great.
music keys.
And yeah.
No, Alicia Keys.
That girl was on fire. And Sarah Silverman, and you're gonna have to forgive me, a gentleman who, he is a gentleman who is a hilarious comedian, and we're seeing
just
more and
remembered
more
a
of,
show. Sorry.
is they do this really crass and hilarious like throwback to the variety show days of couples being like, we're perfect for each other, here's a cute song, and it is filthy and it is so funny. Like there's a song like open sorry, there's a line in the song that's like, open your butthole because I want to see in, like it's just but it all it
That
rhymes.
sounds You got me. You got me.
I took you guys
Sam
to
and I are in.
You had me a butthole.
I took you
I
guys to
put
100
honorable
there.
mentions. I thought no
Yeah.
one would. I thought
Oh,
for
man.
sure I'm going to be the only one to mention that.
I am here for it. There's a whole
Nice.
like rivalry with Kenny G.
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah.
Oh,
yes,
man.
Michael Bolton's
Yeah.
big sexy
Say no
Valentine's
more. If
Day
you haven't seen
special.
it, watch it. It's
Please
45 to an hour of your life.
I'm gonna save it for Valentine's.
Oh, that's great.
Day.
Yeah,
That's-
watch it
family
with- watch it
family
with Laura.
Christmas too. I mean, it's
Christmas?
Oh,
great.
it's,
Yeah,
it's a good Christmas special
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lee.
Fuck. So I literally,
Yes.
I literally just thought of a show
Is
that
it-
I don't know how I missed it, but now I'm
You're looking at it.
yeah, but now I'm battling between the two.
What's more likely to actually no? Follow your heart,
Yeah,
man. Follow your
yeah.
heart. I see your heart just protruding out of your shirt right now.
Okay, well then I'm gonna this
Turmoil.
this okay
Emotional
yeah. I'm gonna
drain.
change. I'm changing.
Holy
Yep.
shit!
If I'm on the highway, I am slamming on the handbrake. I am doing a
Yui?
drifting
Oh,
180, 3 fast, 3 furious
Leslie
Tokyo
has
drift.
never driven
Uh-huh.
before.
I don't understand.
None of this makes sense.
Yeah.
I hit some sort of button and it does it. I'm doing a 180 and I'm gonna go with the show Love.
Okay.
Paul Rust, Gillian Jacobs.
Was that the? Oh wow! What a 180.
Yeah.
It's produced by Judd Apatow, written by Paul Rust, Leslie Arfin, husband and wife combo. It is a.
Gillian.
It is like.
So
It is
Gillian
a.
Or Jillian Jacobs.
Probably Jillian.
It is a. Like I think there's maybe.
There's 2 seasons.
Yeah, there's 3 seasons. There's
Oh,
3
what?
seasons. Yeah, but it's like an extended Judd Apatow movie, is what it is. But it's great. Paul Rust plays a.
Sorry, like Judd Apatow movie, like Anchorman, or like Funny People.
More on the funny people, knocked up ish.
Did Judd do Anchorman?
that
He
not-
might have been involved. He
I thought
probably produced.
40-year-old
it or
version, 100%.
Yeah.
But not. I don't think Anchor. was
more
it?
40-year-old version, to be honest,
Okay.
than knocked up actually even. But yeah, it's like it's that. So yeah, it's Paul Rust and Gillian Jacobs. Paul Rust plays an on-set tutor for a child actor in a TV show, and Gillian Jacobs plays a radio producer, and they meet in the first episode, and then they start this relationship, and then you watch the entire thing play out, and I won't spoil it for if they stay together, if they don't at the end, but yeah, I love this show. It's again a stacked comedy cast. Seth Morris is in it, who I mentioned earlier. He's on Big Mouth. Mike Mitchell from the Doughboys. These are all names that you're all glazing your eyes over, but like it's just but like deep, great comedy. LA.
Yeah.
Is season
and
3
actors.
the end?
Season 3 is the end. Yeah, it's the
Oh,
definitive end.
okay.
So
Oh.
it
A
is
light commitment.
over.
Yeah.
The show is over. It's a definitive end.
Okay.
Wow.
And
10
uh,
episodes a season? 13?
ish. Yeah, 10 to yeah.
Sam, have you seen this?
I have seen the first season and a half, maybe. I feel like I don't think I finished the second season. I got 2
episodes
But now that I
in.
know it's only 3 total, I'm willing to get there.
Yeah.
Because the thing was, I really liked season 1. I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
By season 2, and I think why I faded out a little was like, I didn't particularly like either of the 2 characters.
Interesting.
Which is
not
like,
even Paul Rust.
no, I didn't like either of them,
Wow.
and I didn't like them together. So I'd be interested to see if they end up together or not. But then part of me is like, well, maybe you don't have to actually like the character to be invested in. And then same with BoJack, you're like, oh,
Yeah.
you're kind of a scumbag. Like it's the same thing. I'm like, I kept watching it because I was like, I like this show, but I don't really like these characters.
Yeah. This
So-
this is one of those shows where that I binge it, and I don't do that. Like I
Yeah.
said, it took me like 3 months to finish Stranger Things. Like
You're not a binger?
No, I'm not a
crazy.
binger. But Love, I binged because I love it. So
You love
that's
Love.
my pick. It won't make the list.
Wow. What a
But
180.
I went with my heart.
Yeah,
I'm glad
exactly.
you
I'm
did.
so proud of you.
You know,
I feel like-
Leslie, I appreciate you went with your heart, but a garbage pick. So Sam, next. No, just kidding.
Well, now I have to go with my heart, and I have 2 left here that I really love. So it's like picking between children.
Yeah,
and,
you gotta shoot one.
I
so.
know, and I recently binged both of these, so it's like, oh, they're so
Do you
fresh.
like that term, Netflix binge? I don't know. If I'm over it.
I
makes
do.
me feel
but
dirty.
it-
And
Yeah,
I'm like,
I'm not a dirty person.
I don't
people.
know. I
You
feel
know-
like it's an appropriate word.
it is like I like
so.
don't get I lie in bed or on the couch
Just
for like
because-
3 or
Yeah,
4
like I was
days.
homesick. Like I said,
Just
maybe
because I have
terrible
pizza-
hours later, I'm
Yeah.
like, oh
Yeah.
no.
Just because I have pizza on my belly when I'm watching this TV doesn't mean I'm binging something.
Oh yeah, it does.
Fully are.
So, this is so hard. One of them will have to go to honorable mentions.
Ani Mensch?
But well, you know what? I was gonna say,
Do it.
fuck. This is
It's
so
hard.
hard.
It is.
This is
It really
this
is
is
hard.
it is hard.
That's
I'm
your
gonna
nomination?
have to go Hilda.
Whoa.
It is new.
don't even know that.
It started airing. I believe the September 21st is the exact date. Because it is the date that the tornado hit, and I wanted to go home and watch it, and I couldn't because I didn't have power.
I've never even heard of it. Tell me. Tell me
So
on it.
it was made in Ottawa, actually.
What?
It's an animated show, so it's a cartoon. I know people that worked at my studio who left specifically to go work on it because they believed in it so much. And now that I've watched it, I totally understand why. It is beautiful animation. It looks like a storybook. It feels like a storybook. It's about a young girl who moves out of her home with her. She lives with her mom. It's just her girl and her mom, and they lived in the woods for all her life. And then she just moves into the city, Trollberg. But she still goes on these fantastical adventures. And it's like a little girl who
It's
just
fantasy?
wants to. Well, yeah, it's a little girl who wants to go on adventures. So there's trolls and giants and this and that, and it's just fun. And I feel like the kid in me would have eaten that shit up, and I feel like as an adult it is also just like heartwarming story. And like I said, the colors are beautiful, the animation, like the act, which is essentially the acting, right? Like the studio like pulled out their A game real hard, and because it's a Netflix original, like they were really one-on-one. Like this is more one-on-one than I've seen anyone with shows. Like I animate for shows that are from other bigger companies, but this, like, they put their individual hearts into, like, one of my best friend does like all the effects and was there like 24/7 working on this shit. So like
Crazy.
it paid off, and it looks so good. And if anything, just watch the first like 2 or 3 episodes, but like it's
Nice.
all so beautiful.
We'll give it a 4-episode watch.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's
you
a
won't
guaranteed
stop.
4.
You won't stop. I promise.
Man.
Yeah.
I should check that out. Holy crap, we made it. We made it to our
did it.
top. That was quite the lengthy conversation. We still have to rank this shit.
Oh, shit.
Oh, man.
Oh, boy. Let's take a break. Let's take a breather when we're back. You know what? It'll be easy peasy. Like
Yeah.
all our
It's
rankings.
always easy.
Like all of our rankings, it's easy peasy. Let's take a break, shall we?
We shall.
Ho, ho, ho! Hello, Pod Cavern folks. Thanks for listening to the episode. I hope you're enjoying it so far. Now we have some very exciting news. Pod Cavern is teaming up with Amazon this holiday season. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking right off the get-go, Tuong, what are you trying to sell me on? Oh my god, this used to be an ad-free show. I can't believe you. You're selling out to the man now that you have a little bit of fame. What is happening to you? Now, hang on, calm down. We just ask that if you're already spending some money this holiday season on Black Friday stuff, I don't know, maybe for American Thanksgiving, if that's where you live, or Christmas or Hanukkah or whatever you're celebrating or wanting to buy, when you buy through our affiliate link on Amazon, we actually get a very small percentage of that cut. Now that helps fuel the show, and you know, it turns out that podcasting is really expensive. So we ask that if you're already buying something anyways, just use your affiliate link. It costs you no extra money. You just got to click on that link, which you can find at www.podcamera.com. We'll post a link there, or go to our Facebook or Twitter. We'll make sure that on all our social media platforms that you can see that little link. Thank you so much for supporting the show. We love you so much. Have a safe and happy holiday. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Enjoy the rest of the episode.
Top five.
Hey everyone, we are back. We're ready. Wow, there was a lot more to that can than I thought. That was Victoria. I know it's usually Leslie that does that, but he fucked it up. So
I fucked it
Did
up.
it. I saved the day.
Victoria is drinking a Tuborg.
Tuborg. Beer of Copenhagen, Denmark.
Yeah.
Look at that.
It is.
Sam and I are drinking.
I'm not doing
Do it.
No.
You
have to
better
do it.
You can just say it.
Sapporo.
The beer of
It's
Japan.
okay.
Yeah, the beer
You
of
do
Japan.
it.
Yeah. Why is it okay if I do? I'm not Japanese.
I know. Now this is worse.
Oh god, we made it worse.
Oh,
Let's
no.
not start over though. People need to hear.
No.
They need
People
to
here to hear.
They need to hear
how
this.
Sam Leggatt.
See the flaws.
Oh, Sam, like it's the worst.
It was Coburg guy. Turborg.
Coburn guy. Wait, I don't understand. Wait.
Don't blame the Nordic gentleman.
Wait, Victoria, did you pop open another beer before drinking that beer that you have in your hand? Because I respect that.
Whoa.
I'm here for a good time.
Yeah, is it true that you came here drunk already?
No, that was a Red Bull.
Oh, okay.
But yes.
That's classic.
Drunk on caffeine,
Yeah.
That's right.
you know?
Red Bulls are expensive still, though. And
They
they give you
are.
less. They give you less than other energy drinks. Hot take. Anyways, let's get right into it because we had a meaty discussion right at the top of the show. We still gotta rank this shit. So, what we have is American Vandal, Big Mouth, Make Happy from Bo Burnham, Maniac, Master of None, Orange is the New Black, Black Mirror. Seasons 3 and 4, specifically Stranger Things, BoJack Horseman, Michael Bolton's Big Sexy Valentine special. Is that what it's called? Yeah.
Yeah.
Love and Hilda. Folks, let's knock this shit out. We already had a bunch of discussion here, but let's say, what are we starring here? What deserves more discussion and what probably won't make the top 5 list? Let's go with the
This is
stars.
so hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like all of my shows, obviously.
I like all the shows I've seen here, and I'm really intrigued by what you've all said about the ones I haven't, which makes it even
That's right.
harder.
Absolutely.
I think
Yeah.
the problem is, like, at this table especially, we have such a split on, like, all the shows I nominated, none of you two have watched.
Right.
Yeah.
Sam's watched all of them, thank God.
And Victoria's watched all the ones I've watched, essentially,
Yeah.
more or less.
Wow.
Oh my
Nobody's
God.
watched mine. It's okay.
We should draw. We'll just draw a line
Garbage
down
picks.
this table.
You know what? I had to follow my heart.
That's okay.
I'm glad you did.
And
I did it too. Yeah.
That's okay.
Big Mouth, star. Immediately.
Absolutely.
I think we. Oh, come on. We were all in
okay.
agreement.
Yeah.
Star for discussion. Star for discussion.
Star for
Star for
discussion.
discussion.
Yeah.
For sure.
Okay, let's do something that we've never done before. Because I feel like at this table, we all want something, at least one from each of our lists to make on it, right?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
You know, ego has its place.
Sure.
Yeah.
Unless Leslie, you don't
We
feel
fight
strong.
for justice and what's right here. Head ranked.
I know. I'm just curious. Like, if
I went with mostly my heart on all of my picks.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah. So, but
I was just wondering if there's one from your list that you really want to have on that we could talk more about it.
Make Happy would be mine.
Okay.
Okay.
Sam?
I'd definitely say Maniac, because though nobody's seen it yet, I feel like you're all going to go home and watch it and be like, holy fuck, we should have picked that thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, I'll save it for if we end up talking about it. But yeah, I've got feelings about Maniac.
You saw it?
No,
Oh, but how do you have feelings for something you've never seen?
because I do. There are certain
amazing.
shows.
Like curious feelings?
No, there are certain shows that I look at it and I'm like, man, I'm gonna need to be in a place
Oh,
to
yes,
watch that.
yes.
Yeah, me
Like
too.
there
Oh,
are
I
certain
see,
shows where I'm
yeah.
like, I'm gonna give
What kind
this.
of place?
Yeah, I'm like super. Just whenever it comes to like mental illness or any of that sort of stuff,
Yeah.
I'm always like, ooh, that's gonna get deep and that's gonna
getting
hit
deep.
me in some feelings.
Yeah.
And I need to be.
First
gotta-
two
I gotta-
episodes for sure. Like
Yeah.
I said, first 2 episodes, you'll be in a place.
I gotta
Yeah.
light
I
up
was
a doobie.
too high. No. That's
Jesus
why I
Christ.
had to start over. I had to start over because I was
Yeah.
too high
They are
watching the first
taking
2.
the doobie away
You
from
need
my
to-
hand
No,
right
no,
now.
no tongue.
We're like handing you a lorazepam.
It is not legal yet of this recording.
I think it is.
We have 6 more days.
Of this recording.
Oh, I see.
17th.
Listen to my words, Tug. Listen to my words.
You sound like God.
Anyways, don't.
Okay,
So-
fine.
Yeah.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ, guys. Jesus.
But I think it. Back to your question, it deserves a star.
For sure.
For sure.
I would probably say either BoJack or Master of None. Sam, you've seen them both. Mm-hmm. Any suggestions here?
I would be in for BoJack because I mean I liked what I saw. I just didn't keep going.
Yeah, I'd probably
Yeah.
put my hand on BoJack just because there's more seasons to it, and I've seen it through.
It does have more seasons to it.
I think the crazy, incredible thing about BoJack is, to me anyways, and I know a lot of people share the sentiment who've seen the show, it doesn't seem to dip. So once you're in
Right.
it, it's not like, oh, season 4 is bad and now season 5 is okay. Like, it's just like, it seems to just be on a constant rise or, consistency. So
Alison Brie, I'm on board with anything she did. Oh, yeah.
I love her.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
another.
Okay. I was just curious to see,
Yeah.
feel the room on like what people liked the most. But we can go back
Victoria,
to
what was your
Yeah.
favorite
Oh man, my favorite
of your picks? Or was it Big Mouth? Because
Well, Big Mouth is already started.
It for sure
Well, I
is.
know.
For sure Z's.
But would that be of your 3 your pick? If you had to take one.
It would be my one, but I
Okay.
want to get behind Les and talk about seasons 3 and 4 of Black Mirror.
All right.
That's interesting.
I'm
So good.
actually very on
It was
board
on
with
my
this vote.
Black
Okay.
Mirror was definitely on
Wow.
my short list.
Yeah, I had it on a list as well.
Yeah.
I like
I've never seen it.
An anthology is something easy to jump
so
on,
good.
right?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it's you can literally start anywhere.
Yeah,
And,
I guess that's the thing that saves it for me. That I can consider it more, just because it's
Yeah.
like
you
well,
can jump in. You can just
jump in.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can stand alone it if you're like, oh, hey, whatever, it's a
kinda
Sunday.
crazy.
I've got 45 minutes while my laundry's in the dryer.
Yeah, they're getting stars now, like the big
Oh, yeah.
big stars.
Well, because-
Bryce Howard.
Bryce Dallas Howard.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
because
yeah.
Holy
that's
shit.
because when it switched over from BBC into Netflix,
Flicks.
they started to allow
Pump-
American actors
Yeah,
on
they
it.
pumped some money into it. Yeah,
They did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have so much money.
Yeah.
Netflix, yeah.
Well, we could get into like whether it's like money and then American actors or whether it's like a little bit of a quality thing.
Right.
With British, but yeah.
Yeah.
Is there a big difference having only watched the first 2 seasons when they switch over?
It's
then
more American.
Yeah,
like
it's for
100%.
sure. It's for
But,
sure
like-
a bit more westernized.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I found what I liked about it, anyways. The first 2 was that even though it's more British, the themes were pretty universal. Like they like touch down.
It's
on
the same
things.
thing. It's the
Yeah,
same
Absolutely.
thing.
It's
Yeah.
it's the tonality.
It doesn't matter
if I
where it
may,
is,
Of
yeah.
BBC and
You
of
may.
Of thank you. Liz.
Yes, you may.
You may.
You're
We
so-
allow it.
You're so permissive. It's the tonality of like that BBC vibe that has that like dark and twisty kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's brighter, just generally speaking.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
One of my
okay.
favorite
Now that it's
episodes from
westernized, it's
the
brighter.
new batch that I guess not a lot of people liked, but I thought it was a great chase movie. It's this one about robot dog. that's
Couldn't
just,
even finish it. I'll be
Oh.
honest with you. That is the only episode of Black Mirror that I
'cause
was like, I can't
you didn't
do
like it, or is too scary?
I was bored.
What
You're
is it?
bored.
What do you have
I liked
against
it.
robot dogs? You don't
They're
like?
A lot.
That seems adorable and
no
scary.
fur,
That's right. No fur.
no fur.
Yeah. Do you guys remember, like, not to like fully sidetrack, but like if you remember the original robot dog toys from the early 2000s, you would understand that I have a lot of hate for those.
What original robot dog?
The ones
is it
that are
from,
like, burp, 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 and then they go back and like,
Oh.
Yeah, those things. Suck.
Yeah, those
they were
fucking
disgusting.
things.
So like that's immediately where.
But I
went
like them
with
better
it.
than a Furby.
whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's not hate
Wow.
on
Yeah, I'm gonna say
Furbies.
Furby
Oh,
suck.
Yeah, okay.
They didn't suck. They were just weird.
Yeah.
Tongue, you have to have room in your heart for even strange things.
Okay, I'll buy.
Or
a-
Stranger Things.
Oh shit!
Are we starring it?
We
We
gotta.
gotta start. We have to
I
start.
mean, and Leslie, I'm trying to be broad here because
Yeah.
I mean, obviously everybody has different taste in shows and this and that, but I feel like if we are like ranking Netflix shows,
Man, Stranger Things
Stranger
has
Things
to
it just
be.
deserves to
Again,
be there.
I liked
Yeah.
the first season. I
Absolutely.
just didn't keep watching.
Yeah, that's
I just
fair.
didn't-
That's
It is
fair.
such a cultural phenomenon
It
right
was,
now. Like,
and it
it's-
blew
Yes.
up.
It still is.
It
It's like
fully
it's
did, yeah.
crazy.
Do we all think that Millie Bobby Brown is gonna date Drake when she turns 18?
I hope not. I'm so
I
excited.
really
I don't want to
hope-
even get into it.
You know
That
what?
is
We
some-
won't. But
yeah,
Millie, don't do it. Millie, don't do it.
Drake.
If you're
Ew.
listening,
Ew.
Millie.
grooming is
Don't do it.
disgusting.
Ugh,
Yeah.
I don't. Ugh.
Let's not.
So yes, it starred.
Drake is starred on.
No, Stranger
How do you even get on here?
Fuck
Stranger
Drake.
Things is- yeah,
Drake,
fully.
if you're listening,
Absolutely.
fuck
Honestly,
you.
yeah, Drake. If you're listening, I don't like your music that much. I'm just gonna say it.
Who's gonna
I-
tell Kiki?
Can I be like a terrible Canadian and be like, I don't really know Drake like at all.
I don't know.
Like I don't.
Do you know Jimmy?
I don't fucks with Drake. Is that a thing?
yeah. You don't
Is that
fucks
a
with
thing?
Drake.
I don't even know that.
Wow, you're so
know.
millennial.
Oh my god.
I don't. Lit. Anyways, yes, we gotta talk about Stranger Things. I love the amount of excitement you have for Black Mirror. I'm having a hard time with it. Just looking at it because
it's very creative.
I
But,
1000%. Okay, look, I get it that it's
Well,
like anthology thing.
say your piece.
I'll say my piece, and we'll get into it. I guess while we're here right
We're
now.
here now.
But
Bring
it's
it.
just like the idea, the concept of this, what it is, wasn't born out of Netflix in my mind. Like the
Oh, it's
episode.
like a Netflix
like,
bastard.
Episodes like were inspired from the original idea from BBC,
Yeah.
and now those seasons are originals for sure.
It's
but like
true. In the
it didn't-
West, we're very uncomfortable taking other ideas and changing them.
Right.
It's not a thing we do.
No, never.
it's just like it just seems like they just they literally took the idea and made episodes for it,
But
which
that
is
doesn't mean
fine.
it can't be great.
I'm sure it's great.
the same showrunner. It's the same. Like he wanted to do more episodes. Netflix gave him the money to do more episodes.
It is
Yeah.
our only questionable, not full on.
That's my
It's
own.
true.
original on
Yeah.
our
That's
list,
that's
though.
the only reason. I
Yeah.
don't doubt how great of a show it is.
But it counts according to the ground rules.
It's true. The ground rules did say if
I
you
just-
specify season.
Yeah, and you're right. We are specifying season. I just feel shaky about it because some of these other ones seem like they might be a little bit more fleshed out than
Yeah.
just like 2 seasons of a 4-season show.
Well, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things starred. Maybe I missed one.
I have
but-
6.
what's
I have
the
6
sixth?
as well.
I
What's the
have
sixth?
BoJack.
Oh, maybe Make Happy did that.
Make
get starred?
Happy was starred.
I
Oh, okay.
starred that. Yeah.
I did.
Star that.
BoJack, Big Mouth, Make Happy, Maniac, and Stranger Things.
Yeah, that's what I have.
And
starred.
Black Mirror.
And Black Mirror.
And Black Mirror.
So I have 6. Yeah, those are the 6 I have starred here.
Is there any other ones that we want to go for bat for?
I just want
Honestly, the list is so strong as a whole.
Honestly,
strong.
that
yeah.
I feel like even having 6, it's going to be
gonna-
hard
yeah,
to
yeah.
cut.
I feel like at another table, I'd go harder for Master of None and American Vandal, but I'm not seeing it at this table.
Honestly,
so-
I love both of those shows a lot.
I
And,
feel like-
and looking at the list,
yeah.
it's just American Vandal's great, and I do
it's so
fucking love it. And I think
fucking
everyone
good.
should watch it.
It's
but like,
crazy good.
But dude, like,
I
there's a
can't
lot
fight
of
for
fucking
it.
good shit.
yeah,
I know.
there's
Netflix
so much
does,
good
yeah.
stuff
I want to
on here.
I want to go to bat pretty hard for Michael Bolton's big sexy Valentine's Day special, but you guys will do it. I don't need to fight that for you.
Yeah,
You
it's-
don't have to follow what we say here.
The
tonight.
promo alone
It's true.
You're
It's
individuals who
true.
can make your own choices.
is worth it. Yeah.
Please.
I think everybody
this will be-
listening should watch
I have-
all of these
yeah,
shows.
I have
fully.
a yes.
Yeah.
Fully. I'm comfortable
Even
with
honorable
that.
mentions. I have honorable mentions.
Me
that,
too.
like-
I was heartbroken not to say
Out
one.
the
Yeah.
wazoo
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
the honorable mentions
my
list.
God.
out of the
Yeah.
butthole for sure. So
Which means we have to cut one of these 6, though.
Uh-oh.
so we're sticking with the 6, eh?
Yeah,
I'm okay with that. I don't really know. Oh, God damn, American Vandal's so good.
I know.
Oh God, it's so good. That sucks that you guys haven't watched it.
I'm going to now, though.
You
Yeah.
gotta
You'll
I wanna
binge
know-
it.
I'll give it
This-
4. I'll give it 4.
give it 4. If you hate it,
You
then-
won't stop after 4.
yeah,
All right.
you won't stop.
We'll see.
I'm intrigued. I like.
We'll see.
Won't stop.
Yeah, I'm curious.
It's like a
Finally.
Lay's chip. You won't stop.
That's right.
Lay's chips aren't that good.
Yeah, you
Unpopular
know what?
opinion.
Yeah, they,
Miss Vicky.
we'll stop for top 5 chips.
Yeah,
we'll do
yeah,
one.
yeah. Alright, save it. Save
Oh,
it.
shit.
Show, that's a fucking cast
That's
right
a
there.
fucking
Girl.
cast.
That's a fucking cast.
That's another nasty one. It's gonna get bad.
Yeah, but I love
Yeah,
that. I
I
love
know.
it.
I know.
The anger. We haven't riled anyone up yet, except for me calling Leslie Lester.
Fuck.
This has been
You,
a very
man.
like
True.
genial podcast.
This has been the most civil, but I think we all just respect the shows so
I re-
much.
Yeah, nobody
we
wants
respect
to
the
be a butt.
TV. We respect the
Yeah.
art.
Yeah.
Let's cut one. So
Let's
like,
do it.
Let's go one.
I honestly really love that. Like Bo Burnham's "Make Happy," it could possibly make this list. I think it's a genius fucking special. So
You've seen it. You've
I've,
seen it.
I've seen it. You've read his book Egghead before.
I have not. no.
Amazing. I'll lend it to you.
That'd be great.
It's very good.
I would love that.
But yeah,
He's
Black
so
Mirror is the
creative.
only thing that's really sticking out to me. I'll be honest with you.
I would cut the bow, and I'm really interested. I just haven't seen it either, so
Yeah.
I'm like speaking in a place
Okay.
of not
That's fair.
seeing it.
You know what?
I'd cut Bow over Black Mirror because Black Mirror's a phenomenon itself as well.
that's it.
I
Like,
would say
culturally, the
yeah,
effect it has
culturally
had.
Sure.
impact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could take either or then.
Okay.
Yeah. I
I don't want to though. Like in
Oh.
defense of Bo Burnham, I don't want to take from the fact that Netflix does these important specials.
Well, he
True.
got on the
Like,
list.
These
of
are
12.
Full,
That's,
yeah, I
that's
mean,
a
like
thing.
they have these like full length.
Yeah,
you know,
that's true. He's the
things,
only
but,
one that will
we
have
should
like
rep.
a special.
We should rep the specials.
We should rep the
We've got 2
mockumentary.
specials on the list.
yeah.
Yeah, but one of them's not.
One's stand-up comedy. One's
Okay, right. Yeah,
More
you're
sketch.
right. You're right. You're
Or
right.
sketch comedy, yeah.
could we talk more about Maniac too? Because like I've
yeah.
only seen like the first episode. I think I'm gonna be really
I'm
intrigued
telling
to
you,
see
man.
it.
Once you watch it, you're gonna want it on this list. I
But
like.
would you, that's your number one on this?
Oh, that's my number 1 on the
the
list.
quality of actors. Like,
Yeah.
I can't see it going wrong. And I was like literally I watched half of it at work, so I'm not in a,
wow.
I'm not in like a
You've got Sally Fields, Justin Theroux, Jonah Hill, Emma Stone. I feel
Can
like
I ask?
Justin
Can I ask
Theroux.
like the big question?
Justin
and, like,
Theroux's amazing
Yeah,
in
he's
it.
a fucking hunk.
He's a hunk, but he's like not a hunk in
I would
this,
leave
but-
my wife for Justin
right,
Theroux.
right.
You already left your wife. Where is she?
And he's like an emotionally complex complex character as well. But there's comedy in him. He brings comedy to the table. So in this like mess of a like psychological show, there is comedy.
Can I
as
ask
well.
then, on the side of like being a little bit real, how do they actually handle? Now, this is the thing that'll sell me.
Right,
on it.
right,
So,
right.
like, how do they handle the realities of mental illness within that? Like, is it the butt of a joke?
No,
is
it is
the
not
MacGuffin?
the butt of a joke.
It's
It is
not,
very
yeah.
serious.
Yeah,
It is
definitely.
taken. It
In
is
the
taken.
little bit I saw, it was.
Oh no,
treated
it's very serious, and it's essentially like
But
I
not
feel
even
like
very
a theme,
serious, but like realism.
Well, the whole show is about realities,
Yeah.
especially with Jonah Hill being schizophrenic, and it's like everybody has a different reality, and that's just like being human. Because one of the, I don't know how to get into it without being too spoilery,
Yeah, no,
so I'm
no.
not gonna say anything, but like it kind of gets to like the human experience being about like not that the human experience is pain, but like they just. Like everyone deals with it differently, and like they really get to it, and I can't say it without spoiling
Don't say
it. So
it.
I'm
No,
not
legit.
saying
Okay.
anything.
No, I'm
but
here.
like,
I'm happy
it is
for
not
that.
a joke.
Yeah.
I'll spoil
it
it.
is
I'll
very
spoil the
serious.
last episode right now.
Yeah, can you
The last scene,
reenact it for me?
The last scene.
No.
Please.
Jonah Hill puts on his sunglasses.
Yeah.
Push this
and
up.
says, "You're a real maniac." Credits.
Credits. No, and they don't beat around like it's not like there's like happy solutions to everything. It's not like that either. Like it's very
Yeah.
real. It's like in this, and it's weirdly sci-fi as well, like kind of Black Mirror-y in the sense like they live in this world where you can like sell your face to ads to make money, where there's these people that read ads to you and you get paid to listen to
that's
them.
right. Yeah, yeah.
Like there's like weird trippy things like that
Cool.
that you don't see a ton. It's not going to throw you off. That's the thing with the show. It's like there are these moments of like surrealism, but then you're like, but it's still grounded enough. Like
Yeah.
Cool.
it's
You-
good
All
for
right,
all
cool.
audiences.
Say no more.
Very
I-
cool.
I-
I'm
All right.
done.
I'm
But
sold.
honestly-
But I'm
That's all I
not- but
wanted.
I'm
Yeah.
sold, but like honestly, since Leslie just spoiled the ending, I'm not sure if I want to.
It's true. Jonah Hill really breaks character in the last 10 minutes. It's really upsetting.
The last 10 minutes is that scene where he's just putting on his sunglasses
Yeah.
a long
Just
time.
very slowly.
But what a
Cool,
payoff.
very
Yeah,
cool.
cool. So
Yeah.
I guess like when I'm looking at this list, I really am seeing Black Mirror or Make Happy. But
I'm not willing to cut Black Mirror.
I'm
think.
fine with letting Make Happy go.
Yeah.
I think.
I think it's so genius.
Yeah,
though.
I think if more people.
I'm gonna go home and watch it.
Yeah.
Like,
We're all
It's-
taking something away from this.
Yes.
You know?
It's,
I am.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like if more people watch it, I'm happy. Make happy.
Make happy.
Yeah, and
Anything with
you-
the words "make happy" in the title, I'm like, that's like right
I
up
think
my alley.
Yeah.
I think Bo Burnham is like Leslie said, one of the most interesting people.
I don't even know who that is.
You might recognize him from YouTube.
I feel like I know his name so much from Netflix.
But he's an incredible writer, incredible director,
Yeah.
and he's a very troubled human being who
Yeah.
has a lot of whatever demons in his head. But the way he expresses himself through his art is just crazy, and he does it usually through comedy and music
Yeah.
and whatever. But like, you can see that a lot in Make Happy. He's
Alright.
really real about the stuff that he jokes about as well. So it's pretty cool.
I'll go home and watch it today.
Yeah, it's cool. But don't light a doobie because apparently that's wrong. So
Only in
It's not that
certain
it's wrong.
okay.
Contextualize.
Light a
the
doobie and watch
doobies.
American Vandal, like
Oh my
100%.
Oh my God,
yeah.
yes.
yes.
But,
yeah.
Yeah.
but maybe not the first 2 episodes of Maniac. Maybe not, arguably, Black Mirror. It could fuck. I don't know.
But definitely
Oh,
Michael-
no,
Black
that's
Mirror.
Definitely
a
Michael
gamble I
Bolton.
would fully take. Is Black
I'm
Mirror
like super
just a little-
paranoid
a
about
little
everything.
toasted?
So if
Yeah.
I'm home alone, like, no fucking
Okay,
way.
fair enough.
But I would watch Home Alone on a doobie.
Oh
so-
my God.
Well,
You
yeah.
have to.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Enough
let-
about doobies.
yeah, this is not top 5 weed strains.
Or movies to watch high.
So subjective.
Yeah, crunchy purple fucking pineapple express.
Bigfoot pubes is mine.
Okay, so we have Bigfoot pubes. We have BoJack Horseman, Big Mouth, Black Mirror, season 3 and 4, specifically Maniac and Stranger Things. That's 5. Let's fucking rank this.
Oh
Let's
my
get this done.
God.
Let's do it.
Okay. Personally, I'm for either BoJack or Maniac being number 5.
No
BoJack
way.
5.
No
BoJack
way.
5.
That's
BoJack
crazy.
5
Ah,
hard.
that sucks.
But I would also
No
okay,
way.
I also haven't watched all of Big Mouth, so I can't again speak to it. I've heard amazing things, so I would put that at 5. But I just haven't seen it. That's my like.
I'm gonna say BoJack's
This
better
is
than
where
Big
we're
Mouth.
gonna start turning. We're gonna start turning on each other.
Yeah,
Yeah,
BoJack's better than
yeah.
Big Mouth,
Oh my
100%.
God, no.
Yes, it is.
See, and I can't
One-
comment having not seen
You
both.
guys.
BoJack's way more real than Big Mouth. I think.
But that's the point. That's the point.
What do you mean?
You just
Is
said
that-
they were both real.
Yeah, they're real, but like,
But it's
but it's like subjective.
for sure. Sure.
Because puberty and hormones
Yeah.
and sex and boners. That shit's like
That shit's funny. That shit's funny.
No. It's not about it being funny. I'm not even nice anymore. It's what's important. No, I've never seen. I haven't.
It's
seen,
universal though. It's
It
like
is. And that's the thing,
it's truly
it's like,
universal.
BoJack is not.
I
I
think-
want to say it's like I haven't seen it, so
Yeah,
I'm gonna
you-
just be like, I don't even care. It's not universal.
I think it is.
A talking horse. Come on.
But you have to go past that. That's crazy. Like a hormone monster is not real. Talking pubes isn't
excuse
real.
you? No, but they are.
Talking pubes. My pubes have never talked to me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Yours have? What?
Yours
Yeah.
haven't?
Oh my
Dude, you should get that checked.
Yeah.
I'll have a
But like,
conversation with them later.
What do you mean? What do you mean you've never been overcome by the hormone monster?
I mean, it happens every day, but I've never seen it in manifestation.
Hello,
You
you
don't
just
need
said
the
it.
manifestation.
I think.
It
Well,
leaves
I don't know if we need.
residue.
They're both
if you
cartoons.
will,
They're
on
both
your life.
absurd and ridiculous. Like,
For me-
it depends on what you're in the mood. I think jokes per minute, Big Mouth is better than
Oh my god.
BoJack Horseman.
Well,
BoJack Horseman is trying to tell.
They're not the same genre
Yeah.
though. It's
exactly.
not a comedy.
I don't think we should be
BoJack's a
pitting these two
comedy.
against. We shouldn't be putting these
Okay,
two
but like,
against.
Just
each
because
other.
they're both
Okay.
animated,
Okay,
they
okay.
don't need to go next to
That's
each
fair.
other.
Okay, no, because I was gonna say.
I think we need
yeah.
to pit some other things against each other here.
Black Mirror
Okay.
versus Stranger Things.
Sure.
So
I,
different
as
as well.
No, but that's different. Yeah.
Anthology. Well,
But
okay,
then, like-
Black Mirror's the only anthology.
I
on
think
that.
Black.
Anthology versus
well,
narrative.
no,
They're both genre.
I have bias
Yeah.
here.
You know what ones I think actually are more similar? Not that I'm pitting against each other, but I also think like Maniac and Black Mirror in the sense
Yeah,
of just
yeah.
Yes.
themes and
Oh,
stuff.
okay,
sure.
Yeah,
I
like
can see that,
like
yeah.
those would be more similar to me than Stranger Things and Black Mirror.
Yes, I think. Yes,
I don't know. It's
I
hard.
personally think Black Mirror should be 5.
Black Mirror, BoJack,
Okay.
and Maniac are all darker than Big Mouth and Stranger Things.
I'd be comfortable with Black Mirror at a 5
I just think
Black
that.
Mirror
because it's
4.
only got 2 seasons.
But I think
to
Black.
offer us.
That's the only reason why I'm saying Black Mirror 5 is because you
Yeah.
can't say you have to discount the entire other 2
It's
seasons.
adapted.
All right.
What's adapt?
Black
oh.
Mirror's 5.
Okay, all right.
If it's Black
5.
Mirror the entire horror series, it might be a different story.
Yes.
But this is just getting in on a technicality that we made on Ground Rules.
Yeah.
Fine.
Okay.
I don't like it though.
I know. I know. Okay. 4. Tell me
Maniac.
where Maniac stands. Yes.
Oh man, Kate, but can I just say that I've watched a bit of all of these, and like some of them all the way through, some not. Maniac is I know it's not number 1 because nobody's seen it, but
Yeah.
it's fucking not number 4.
A week from
so
now, it
good.
would be our number
I
1.
know. I just
That's what
wish
it
you
is.
guys had fucking
Oh,
watched.
no.
Can we? Dare I say put Stranger Things at 4?
What? No, I don't think so.
I'm fine with Stranger Things at number
I am
4.
too, just because it's it's fantastic, it's incredible, but it's like
Fluff and
Honestly, I could see it
So
any.
is Big Mouth.
Big Mouth is more than fluff. Big
I will
Mouth
cut
gets
you.
fucked
I
up.
want Big Mouth to be added to the sex ed curriculum. Like that's how bad I'm into.
I think that would
show.
be a better sex ed
Yes.
curriculum.
Yes.
right.
Take
Should
that,
have
Doug.
Thank you.
Hey,
Whole
Doug, if you're
classes.
listening to the podcast,
fuck
watch Big
you.
Mouth.
My roommate is
also,
also
first of all,
watching.
fuck you.
Fuck you.
Oh my god, yeah.
My roommate had to teach said today, and she's like, I don't know what to do or what to use. I should have just told her to put on an episode.
No,
of
but they
Big Mouth.
can't. They can't.
I know.
It's just
I know they
bullshit.
can't.
Too much
Yeah.
swearing.
Yeah. But I will tell you, as someone who did work in sex education for 10 years, so there's some background to this. Big Mouth is like the most important thing in that, like as far as like a television show offering that kind of information and that kind of warm hug of we're all in this together.
You guys are building this up pretty bad. I'm gonna go home and watch it.
Please do.
Well, like I said, I've seen the first like 3 or 4 episodes. I think.
Everyone was stoked when Big Mouth was brought up.
I love
Yeah,
Big. I think
girl.
it's super funny.
So good.
And it's super, and it has those moments what you're talking about here. That's you're like looking at, you're like, oh, this is
Sam, like no
puberty.
matter what comes from this, I want to exchange phone numbers so that we can like
Can
text
we?
about it while you're
and,
watching.
and
Best
all these other
friends.
shows.
Everything.
Fast
Can we? Oh my god,
Podcast
let's do
brings
it.
people together.
It's true.
Okay.
Take that, Axe. He's not on the show.
Yeah, Axon's like bailed on this.
Yeah.
We should say so.
yeah, Axe,
He
you
gave me
fucked
a
up,
guest
dude.
list. I'll read it after.
You fucked up.
Whatever.
Whatever.
But-
Sam's here. She's better.
Whatever. It's fate. It's
much
fine.
better.
You're all gonna go watch Maniac now, and if
We
I
are.
wasn't here,
Yeah, yeah,
nobody
yeah.
would be watching it.
It's
so.
true.
So Maniac 4.
I will take it only because nobody's watched it, but I don't think
It's
it
a
doesn't
4 with
deserve-
a
It's
heavy
4.
caveat.
It's a 4 with a
It's
heavy
4,
caveat.
yeah.
doesn't deserve to be a 4,
Yeah.
but I will
I don't
take
know.
it. I will take it.
I feel like we're going to be in a position where we're not going to like number 1.
Oh wait, what happened to Stranger Things is 4? I guess.
Oh, it's
Oh
one of
yeah,
the-
can we? I'll put Stranger Things over Maniac 4.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah,
I'll do that.
okay, because
Yeah.
I'm in. Like I said,
I'm in
It's
that.
good.
I
It's
trust
fine.
you.
I like
Yeah.
Stranger Things a lot, but you know what it is? I'm just sometimes weirded out by like the super popular thing. Sometimes, like
Yeah.
Stranger Things has reached a point where it's just like
That's a very
the
millennial
biggest
take on
mainstream
things, though,
thing.
yeah.
I love it.
I mean, I know what you're saying there, and I agree to some extent, but I don't think that can discredit something that is truly good. Like, just because everyone loves it doesn't mean it's like not good anymore,
Mm-hmm.
you
Yeah.
know? And I think
Yo.
that's a like kind of toxic like way to think.
It's like the name of the genre is like
Yeah.
pop culture.
100%.
Yeah. Pop is because it's popular.
Yeah,
People like
and I
it.
mean,
I
some,
feel shitty for
some
saying
things.
that.
No, it's fine. It's for things like Twilight or whatever. You know, like there's shit that.
Do not come at me for Twilight. I'm kidding. You totally can.
No, it's
that
fine.
stuff's awful.
But anyways, okay, I'm happy with Stranger Things 4.
Okay, so then I think it's Maniac number 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maniac
fine.
number 3. So then it's
Yeah.
between BoJack and Big Mouth.
Oh, how did
boy.
we get
Girl.
here? Every time we do
That's-
this, I'm like,
Girl.
how did we get
Shit.
here?
Battle of-
How did we get here?
This isn't a game
Oh
anymore.
my
This
god,
sucks.
no.
This sucks.
This sucks.
I don't. Okay, but
This sucks
fuck.
because like I don't even know in my heart of hearts that like we reached the true number one.
No,
of Netflix
and I
originals.
feel like that happens often
But
though.
Yeah.
for me, BoJack is one of the more important shows that has come out in recent years.
Sure. Can you put on an episode at the end of a long day when you just kind of want to turn your brain off and laugh?
No, but that's really specific. Like if I want to,
No, but
like,
that's what's important to me about like binging and like TV.
But we're not
is,
saying
like,
you have to
what
binge.
you don't have. That wasn't a ground rule that we have to like. I binged BoJack in like 3 days.
Yeah, but like it's like
An
Victoria
emotional
was
thing.
mentioning, like you almost have to be in a kind of mood. Like if you're not. You have to be in that headspace to. I know like some people can turn it off and they can just kind of watch anything, but like for me, if it's like, oh, I'm gonna watch this cartoon that I get bummed out at the end of, or I can watch Big Mouth where
It
I
gives
kind of
me hope
It
a
gives you
little
hope.
bit. Yeah.
I learn something. I laugh my ass off,
Yeah.
and they're making jokes about skull fucking Garrison Keeler.
I don't even know who that is.
I'm so turned.
I
on.
don't know either, but it's funny.
Yeah.
I can't discount like the I
Plus, Nick Kroll does like
yeah.
All of the
8,000
voices.
of the voices.
He's the Hank Azaria of that
But
show.
he's
truly
Hank
is.
Azaria's
But
Maniac.
Yo, is he?
Fucking.
Oh my god,
Hank
I lost
Azaria is in Maniac.
Boner City. I'm here for it.
I lost my
He's
shit.
like my like secret.
You got me a
crush.
boner sick.
I really like Hank Azaria.
I've been there.
Hunk Azaria.
That's right.
Oh damn.
When we're talking about like your guest like actors in Big Mouth, like
Yeah.
BoJack always has someone who's like the guest actor of that episode. They have had basically every named actor that you can possibly think of as a guest actor on that show.
Yeah, I feel like you guys are both. I feel like I'm like mediating here, and you're just
Yeah.
both arguing for different like criteria. Though it's like, oh, something that is happy and I can put on and not feel like a bummer after. Versus there's
Something that, like-
guest stars in it. There's this, there's that, and it's like,
But
well,
here's the
what are
thing.
we really ranking it
I
on
feel
here?
I feel like Big Mouth does both things though, because and I don't want to. There are some parts in season 2 that get so real, and get really generous to the female puberty experience that like watching it, and I say generous because I mean that's where we are now. But it gets really
She's speaking
honest.
to my female side now, and
You
it's
even-
working.
It's true,
and
though.
it's
It's
working.
true.
Tapping into
Like-
that spot.
You should
if
watch
you
season
will.
5 of
It's not just
BoJack.
white male puberty.
No, it's
is-
not. And that's the thing it's just like what I like about Big Mouth is like what it does for the perspective of like you can be a gentleman. I wanted to say dude, but whatever. You can be male identifying and watch it and be like, oh shit, that's the female experience of puberty. And you can be a female and like look at it and be like, oh, that's the male experience of puberty because of, and not just puberty. Again, I'm bringing it in just hormones because we're human beings. It's important and it does get poignant and it's funny as fuck, but it does get poignant.
I can say, but the exact that's the problem. That's the real problem. I can say the exact same about BoJack. You talk about the female experience. BoJack hits that 1,000% in the new season.
Yeah.
They tackle the Me Too movement in such a beautiful, topical way. They talk about all these things that again like are never brought up in front of a screen, but it's allowed because it's still part of a funny TV show technically.
palatable.
Exactly. And
Yeah,
they have
they
like
find
a
those
comedic
ways.
humor with Aaron Paul's character Todd, who just does ridiculous stuff, which is like
Oh
completely
yeah,
off to the
isn't he
side.
like quite like
He's the comic relief, so he does a lot of like crazy, ridiculous stuff. But he has his own arc where he's an asexual human being,
what I was
and
gonna
it's
get
like
at, yeah.
I've never seen that on TV. It's like, what is it like to be an asexual? Anyways,
I did know that.
everything
yes.
you've
I did
seen.
know
I don't
that.
know. There's so many
We should
topics.
probably fist fight then.
I don't even know. I don't know.
It's that's half of.
Oh, man.
That's you didn't know that you're supposed to bring boxing gloves
Yes.
to rank.
Oh, I brought them anyway.
Oh, okay. Just checking.
Well, shit.
Okay, but wait. Okay, so who's seen both then?
Sam.
I've seen a
I've
few
seen a
episodes
little
of
bit
both.
of both.
Damn,
Yeah.
shit. What do you?
I've seen both.
Oh,
But I've seen
all through.
I've seen half of season 2 of Big Mouth.
Oh, right. You said you were.
I've
Only,
seen all of
yeah,
BoJack.
yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Big Mouth, I had no problem binging the entire season.
Absolutely.
And BoJack, I started
Again,
twice,
is that a
literally from the
criteria,
beginning,
though?
twice though.
Yeah.
Literally twice from the beginning. It's not for everyone. Big Mouth, I think, appeals to a wider audience.
I don't think it's for everyone though. But like, I love it. I don't think Big Mouth's for everyone, but I love it. I'll just keep going back to that.
Well, then flip a coin. I mean, like literally, let's flip a coin. Because
No,
it's like,
I
no. There's no way.
But Sam's the mediator.
Did you want to hear what I had to say?
Oh, I thought you were
No,
on
no.
BoJack. Okay, I'm
Let's
sorry.
do it, Sam.
I'm not Team BoJack. I'm Team Undecided.
I'm totally.
Okay.
Okay.
I've been up
She's
for
our
so
Joe the
long.
plumber.
And I'm gonna.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, but I hate making decisions. But
I'm okay with coin.
I'm gonna. You're okay with coin.
I'm okay with coin. We haven't done that since what? What episode was that?
You've already done it.
You know what I think is funny? Well, the
coin flip
similarities.
once, yeah.
Can I
didn't
just
go
say
well,
that
though.
I love the first two are both animated shows.
Yeah.
B, I'd
Yeah.
also like to point out that both shows I feel definitely probably take some getting into because I think I haven't gone further in Big Mouth, but I always kind of intended to, and it was the same with BoJack where it didn't grip me the first 3 or
Right.
4, where I was like, I think I'm gonna like this, so I'll keep with it. And I feel like they're both such similar shows, to have them like competing against each other is interesting.
My last thing about BoJack is this is the last thing I'll say is just like the creative liberties they take on crafting their episodes. Like I talked about that. There's the 20 minutes of just eulogy.
That sounds cool.
The silent
That's-
episode.
oh,
They do that.
And
That's
the
pretty
opening,
fucking
okay,
cool.
That's cool.
artsiness,
Yeah.
BoJack gets a lot of fucking points, and I think my thing with Big Mouth was I was like, I
Crazy.
like the ideas, but I was like, and don't jump down my throat right away.
Well,
but if I'm like gonna be like, oh, is this like Family Guy or American Dad or like all these other shows
It's
that are
sort
just
of
like
Netflix's Family Guy.
That's-
yeah,
legit, yeah.
which I'm like, ooh, I don't know how. Like, I like it, and I liked Family Guy like at the time, and it's just like, is this just like kind of that kind of thing?
Okay.
Which is why I'm like on the fence because BoJack is like poignant.
You know what, like
poignant.
TBH, like having not seen BoJack though, if you put it into like those streams for me, like I'm with you. I'm here for that because if they're trying new things,
Yeah, that's I'm into
Mm-hmm.
that. Yeah.
I'm into trying
that.
new
if
things.
they're telling the same kind of incredible out of the box narrative that Big Mouth is, but also on top of that, they're like pushing it. Cool. Yeah, I'm on board.
I'm
So far, it hasn't
I'm-
broken. It's just always so creative and so amazingly
Fuck yeah,
just
then.
real and stuff.
I'm
so.
on the coin flip.
You're on the coin flip.
Whoa.
Really? Because you just like with that.
Yeah,
convinced
you
me,
literally
Sam.
just
fully
you like were like
convinced me.
convincing both of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Let's do
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Let's just
Big
do
Mouth
BoJack.
two,
one?
BoJack
Yeah,
one.
BoJack
BoJack won.
BoJack
Oh,
won.
right.
BoJack won.
Damn,
But
Sam.
Big Mouth is number 2, guys.
That's
That's
good.
crazy.
That's still great. That's crazy good.
But it's
Yeah.
yeah.
That's
I'm
amazing.
happy with this.
To me, they're sharing the podium.
Yeah, me
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
They're right
they're
there.
like
Sharing the
neck
podium.
and neck. I'm
Yeah.
gonna go
Yeah.
home, watch both of them. Like
They're amazing. They're
Yeah.
both. Yeah. I feel bad for. I don't think I shit talked it, but Big Mouth is amazing. People should watch that.
Absolutely.
Let's have our list here. Black Mirror, Black Mirror at 5, Stranger Things at 4, Maniac at 3, Big Mouth at 2, BoJack Horseman at number 1.
Nice.
I think this is an amazing list.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's pretty
it
darn
is
good.
amazing.
This is a hard list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was a hard
yeah.
cast.
We are very quickly gonna just go around the circle. Just you don't have to make a thing about it. Just say any honorable mentions that might have been missed.
Rapid fire.
Rapid fire
Oh my God,
here.
oh my God.
Mine is Wet Hot American Summer, first
Fuck
day
yes.
of camp.
Ooh,
Yes.
yes.
That is the one I want
It
to
was on-
nominate.
yes,
yes.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Victoria.
Oh, how many honor?
We'll just go around
okay.
We'll just keep
Until
going.
we run out.
Okay, Kimmy Schmidt.
Yes.
That was
Yes.
on my honorable
Yes.
mentions.
Somebody feed Phil.
I've never heard of that.
It's great. It's like Anthony Bourdain kind of, but funny.
Okay.
I have a bunch here. Can I just like rapid fire like 10 that were from like fans messaging?
Yes.
in? Okay. Glow, The Dragon Prince, To All the Boys I've Loved Before, Mindhunter, Narcos, Making a Murder, and The Crown.
Wow.
There you go.
That's crazy. Ozark.
Norseman.
Last Chance U. Go watch that show. It's so good. Last Chance U.
Nice.
Next Gen.
Oh, yes. Next gen is yours. Daredevil.
Haters back off.
House of Cards.
Final Space.
Okja.
Dear White People, which was so close to being like an argument for me. Like TBH, it's so good. If you like, just watch Dear White People, please.
Gerald's Game.
F is for family.
Punisher.
Gaga, 5'2".
The Babysitter. McGee movie.
Oh, my one that I almost nominated, and I'm breaking my heart here, is Queer Eye. I'm really upset that I didn't say it.
I'll say Axe's nominations because they've all already been said. Is Big Mouth, American Vandal, Mindhunter, Narcos, and Dear White People.
Cool, yeah. A Christmas Prince. That's not even for me. That's for Caitlin Corbett, that bitch.
Oh, wow. Nanette.
Yes, that was my next. Amazing.
I'm out.
I'm out.
Oh, okay. I've got Daniel Sloss live shows. Right along the lines with the Bo Burnham that Leslie was talking about. Daniel Sloss is a UK stand-up comedian who mixes in his comedy with some very intense commentary on life. There are 2 specials if you click on his options on the Netflix. Highly recommend. Just freaking phenomenal. Go for it.
Amazing.
Making a Murderer.
Yes.
And Wild Wild Country. Evil Genius. Those are all sort of true crimey ones. There's this show called The Characters, specifically the episodes with Lauren Lapkus, Kate Berlant, and Dr. Brown. Dr. Brown is all shot, or looked to all be in one take, and it's kind of like a Herald's for improv nerds out there, so go watch that. It's very, very good. And I think that's it. I'm done.
I have one more. If you
God.
are a giant dirtbag and you like giant dirtbag shows, it's called Murderous Affairs. And it's like 3 or 4 episodes, and it's just like a true crime thing about.
And it's for
affairs.
dirtbags.
If you guys
For
like
dirtbags.
true crimes, you better
Yeah.
go home and watch American Vandal. as
Yes,
well.
please
Oh
do.
my god! Can't wait.
Yep.
Oh my God, we made it.
We did it.
Oh my
did.
God, that was surprisingly, well, I guess it wasn't surprising, but it was very like meaty discussion. I really like this. Victoria, thank you for being on the cast.
so
You're
much
so
for
wonderful to
having me.
have.
Oh my
I
gosh.
hope you come back.
I want
She
to.
killed it. I knew she would.
For top 5 chips, top 5. What else did we talk about?
Doobies.
Whatever.
Top 5
Oh my
doobies.
God, can I please? Can we also like? There's gonna be some preparation for that
Yeah,
one.
that's right. Just be stoned for 3 hours.
It'll never end.
Do you have any plugs you want to plug for the people at all? What's going on in your life? Any shows? Just anything in general?
No.
No. Where can the people find you on the internet?
Oh my gosh. V_spot86 is my handle on both Twitter and Instagram.
But you're an actor as well.
I do that thing.
Ooh,
Yeah.
do that
Sam,
thing.
you gotta
Yeah.
follow. There's a lot of cat stuff.
There's so
Oh,
much
there.
cat stuff. I
Lot of cat stuff.
have a Maine Coon, and he is
What?
perfect.
Is he giant?
Yeah, he's
Oh my
like
God.
20 plus
Okay.
pounds.
All right.
Victoria, Sam's Instagram, a lot of cat stuff. Gotta follow it. Fast
Sam,
friends.
Sam and I are in
Fast
love. You
friends.
guys have like
I can see it. This is
listened
crazy.
to it happening.
People, it started today. The
my
love,
God.
the friendship.
Over this, what is it? A
I did.
pumpkin waffle candle that you can't see.
It's true.
Yeah.
But the audience can definitely smell it.
They can smell it.
Hello.
Leslie, give the people what they want. Thank you for being on the cast again.
My pleasure. OutTakeImprov.com. Bye.
Nice.
Whoa,
Wow,
that was
that's
quick.
really quick.
That was
quick
super
Leslie is what
speed.
they call him. Hey, ooh, ah.
Yo,
Sam, thanks for bringing your
Yo, yo.
boxing gloves today.
I did.
Luckily, we didn't need them. But what do you got? What do you got?
Same old Sam Animation on Twitter, or not Twitter, Instagram.
Yeah.
Also, I just mentioned it in my honorable mentions. Next Gen is an animated film on Netflix. It's topical. I know some people at work who worked on it, and it was very delightful. It's about a little girl whose father left her when she was young, and she's kind of dealing with this / not dealing with it, and we're living in a time where robots are kind of a thing and taking over, and she hates them, and it's a very lovely
good
journey.
stuff.
It's very. I thought it was going to be some like shitty B-level like Netflix CG animated movie, and I was like, man, whatever. And then I watched it, and I was like bawling, and it was beautiful.
Top
So-
5 B Netflix movies.
Well, it's not a B movie though. I didn't know at the time, but it's
Top
good.
5 the B movie.
So watch that, everybody.
Great. And again, my name is Tuong. You can find me at the Pod Cavern. Check out Leslie and Angus's other podcasts. The
Ooh, also,
Improv Punch Up.
Improv Punch Up.
Sorry, I came back.
Hilarious.
Improv Punch Up. Goodbye.
I came back as well. Also, everybody watch Final Space on Netflix because season 2 is in the making now.
amazing.
Jam-Filled Entertainment is working on it, looking for animators. So,
many
if
plugs
you want to
coming in.
join that world, holler at me.
Okay, I'm back again. I'm going to plug something for Victoria. No, I got nothing.
No, I do. It's
Oh,
one
you
of
have
those things
something?
where I do and I don't. As of right now, I can't say anything, but I don't know when
It's
this...
December. December.
It's December?
It's December right now. There's snow.
They haven't announced the casting
Oh, they haven't
yet.
announced it yet?
It's
Yeah,
exciting.
but it'll
We
be
just got
super
exclusive.
fun.
By December, though.
By December, probably. I hope so.
I hope not.
But yeah, at the Gladstone could be a lot
Nice.
of fun.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm in. I'm gonna watch
Sweet.
that.
Awesome.
Please do.
Yeah.
Make me your Valentine's Day date.
Ooh, that'd be
That's
nice.
reserved for Michael Bolton.
Big
I'm
sexy.
sorry.
Yes, and find all the rest of the shows of the Pod Cavern. Just check it out, www.podcavern.com. If you have more nominations that you're like, where's this one? Then just email us at ranked@podcavern.com. Shall we make a 180 turn that you did before and get out of here? Bye.
Oh my God. Can we have more Soldier Boy?
Play us out. Play us out, Leslie.
Yes,
No.
you have to.
Oh God.
Here it goes.
Oh, Leslie.
I'm not prepared at all.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Bye, ranked people.
Bye, Rank.
Watch me roll.
Bye.
And watch me rank. And then everyone ranks. Rank.
Oh, God.
You.
Rank that.
This is so disappointing.
Rank that Soldier Boy.
Bye.